Hello. Hello, hello. Good evening. Hello, hello. Let's see who's here. Eric. It's the cakes. One Way Theory. Hello. One Drunk Man. I'm not wearing a suit. I apologize. But not comfortable enough for stream. J Cray, Juan, fellow Nacho, what's up? Time to go to bed, Nacho. Busy Timmy, good day. How are you? Killer AC, Mason. I was told there will be free keyboards. Where do I go to redeem? You should go to instagram.com/cherrymx, I think. And then you can message them and ask them for a free keyboard for Mechanical Keyboard Day number 256. Yo, Nacho, thanks for the 6 months, buddy. This guy going straight for the stickers. Damn. Any JD stickers available? No JD stickers. At least none that are official. It's a little bright on the... Okay, I think that's better. Alrighty. So how's everybody doing? Sorry I haven't tuned in. Been a busy few weeks with school, but I hope you're doing well. One Way Theory, I feel the same way. I've also been busy, which is why I'm streaming at 11:37 p.m. at night. It is the best time for me to do it this week. Believe it or not, it is the best time for me to stream this week, even though it's almost midnight here in the East Coast. New face cam? It was new since right after the subathon, so that was like in late August. So I got it in late August / early September. Yo Diego, where my free keyboard? Free D's N. Is this the Zenith waiting room? Yes, it is. I have not gotten Zenith. I've not gotten Zenith tracking. So yes, waiting room indeed. Javon, what's up? Let's see. Toki, what's up? Henamu? Hello? Ozzy already received his Zenith? I mean, he's local to Hammerworks essentially. I think he lives in Melbourne, right? So, yeah. You going to a New Jersey meetup this weekend? Probably not, Javon. Honestly, I have a lot of stuff going on. Pretty much from now. Yeah, it's just complicated. It's got a lot going on. Do you need to get a Meridian? It's really nice. You want to buy one for me? I'll get a Meridian if you can get one for me. Just kidding, but I actually just... It wouldn't be my first choice thing to get if I had the money. Is basically what I was gonna say. Buy it yourself, cheap ass? Okay. Alright, buddy. Whatever you say. Alright, let's get started. So here we have our box. Can we get a thermal typing test? Yeah, we can. Maybe right after the unboxing? Oop. It's like it opens up here. Alright, so let's take this out. Is that the Thok TKL? It certainly is a TKL that everyone keeps asking me about, but that I've never built until tonight. So we'll see. Raimi, hello. Damn, I wanted to give you a high five. Oh man. Now I kind of want to go to the New Jersey meetup. I would like to. Javon, what's the details of the New Jersey meetup? The problem is I actually don't even have the details. Like I think last time, was it you who came here to also kind of ask about the meetup? I don't have the details. I don't have meetup details. So I didn't even remember that it was going to be this weekend again. If you want my Meridian after I fix my typing, you have to have one. You should fix the typing for sure. I mean, I actually use a split to fix my typing as well. Okay, apologize. A little dehydrated. I literally came back home 40 minutes ago. So I was out all day and just came back home. So yeah. Anyway. TKO, hello. Don't know anything about the New Jersey meetup either. Lots of people building suit today. Oh, really? Oh. Harsh, thank you so much for 3 months, buddy. How are you doing? Also, 3 months? You can probably claim a sticker. Actually, One Way Theory, you can also claim a sticker if you do exclamation stickers. Swag Keeps, hit me up. I see. Just catching up with chat really quick. Mr. Kupo, hello, welcome. don't forget about Frog in terms of TKOs you haven't built. True. Frog is another one I have not built. Yeah, that's true. Pretty popular though. TKO, thanks for the Prime sub. Thank you so much. Meridian is a bit too normal. Like I noticed the incline on the alphas is not as much as my other ergo. That is true. It is a very slight angle, relatively. Yeah. Please get some rest when you can. Oh, don't worry. I actually am streaming late because I do have a late start tomorrow. Yeah. So I can afford to be up. No problem. You can send it to me whenever you mail something next. Okay, sounds good, Harsha. Sounds good to me. Alright, let's open this bad boy up. Ryotaro, hello. Killer AC, how's life? Life is busy. Things are just kind of... Work is just piling up, pretty much. Just got a lot going on. So I think from now until basically February, actually, I just have like at least 2-3 deadlines every week. So like there's just stuff going on all the time. Except for like, you know, maybe like I'll have a little break for next week because it's election day, and then Thanksgiving, and then Christmas. So, alright, let's see. So we have 2 plates here. We have a palm plate. It's like... We have a palm plate. Nice and it's like kind of whitish color, and it's nice and blasted. It has a very fine texture, kind of sandy sort of fine texture to it. Nice. And then we have a polycard plate, which I'll just show, but we will be using the palm plate tonight. I do want to show you what the polycard plate looks like. If you haven't seen one, you know, same thing. Basically frosted polycarb. I'll put it back though, because we're not using it. What keycap set or sets would best represent Christmas? We actually did this last year. Last year's Christmas, I actually built a Christmas themed keyboard. I built, if I recall correctly, I built a slip line, and we put GMK Hamon and GMK Triumph Adler Royal Alpha, which is like a white and green, and then Hamon is, well, like red, right? So, alright, so we have foam numero uno. Well, actually, technically this goes on the bottom, I think. So this would be a foam that goes underneath the switch pins. I think this would go at the very bottom under the case. I mean under the PCB, my bad, I think. So that's foam number 1. Do you prefer harder or softer plates? I prefer softer plates personally, but anything in like a middle ground is good too, like aluminum I like. Sometimes I like brass actually. Yeah. I can type in harder plates too, but I do prefer softer in general. Yeah. Have a good stream? Okay. Take care, one drunk man. Have a very good night. Alright, we have I believe this should be the PCB plate foam. So this would go in between the PCB and the plates. This is, I believe, a sheet of PE foam also. So this basically as you can see, the holes line up with the switch pins. So basically you put this, this also goes between the PCB and the plate. Yeah. So it's just like a singular sheet, very thin, maybe like, I don't know, 0.1 millimeter, I don't know. Very thin. What color do you get? I don't know yet. I actually have not looked at it. I'm opening a box up of Mr. Suit for the first time in my life. So we'll find out. Okay. Wow. Okay. So this PCB is crazy. take a look at this. Wow. Holy moly, guacamole! Like, it just flaps all over the place. Like, flex cut here, here, here. There's basically between each switch. I don't think, like, not every one of them is kind of like a step on its own. Like, obviously there's connecting points, like bridges here, and here, you know, like you don't want it all to be loose and dangly because it would break. But quite a lot of empty space essentially, because of the cutouts. Traces look pretty cool, I have to say. The way they did the tracing is pretty neat. Very pretty for sure, but at the same time, definitely a bit messy in the sense that there's just so many lines. But that said, it is necessary to go around all these cuts. It's quite a lot of work for sure. But yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool to see a PCB this extreme, I would say. Very extreme. It's like the other side of the whole spectrum of whether a PCB can be very normal and sort of relatively stiff, and you know, and then this. Use a daughter board, so it has JST connector. I believe this PCB is also thinner. Looks thinner to me, so which is I think why they include these stabilizer shims. I believe if this is thinner, then it's very likely that this is 1.2 millimeters, and then the shims are 0.4 millimeters, probably. But maybe it's a different measurement. I actually have not checked the spec sheet from their website. I probably should. But, you know, nonetheless, thinner PCB probably means you need to use these shims so that the stabilizers fit accordingly. And then I don't know what these are, actually. There are some small screws and nuts to fix some parts. I actually don't know what this is for. I might have to look up the manual, if anything, if there's like a build manual. Maybe there is. I don't know. Alright, we open it up. Some Durox stabs. I think this was the client included these just in case, but I believe that this comes with the other stabs, right? Anyway, so we have bump-ons. Okay, let's see what we have here. We have bump-ons and little, like, the gasket socks or something like that. Like, basically they go around each of the plates, like little tabs. Like the tabs on each end, you put these like little socks, sort of. Yeah, and then there's bump-ons, I believe, for the case itself. So let's put this back. How about Christmas dust mats? Oh, I don't know that. I don't know, actually. I guess these are the Mr. Suit stabilizers then. Alright, let's see. Oh, the Owlab stabilizers, I guess. So we have clear stabilizer housings and inserts. And then basically the equivalent of Band-Aid mod. And then the screws and the washers. The equivalent of Band-Aid mod is basically here. And then we have... I don't know what this is. Let's see. Are you hopping on the W1AT tomorrow? Oh shoot, that's tomorrow. I guess not. I did not plan for it. Oh! It's a keycap! It's a metallic keycap. That's neat. Gonna open it up. But basically it's a metallic keycap, promoting the Mr. Suit. So very shiny, looks like maybe it's brass, maybe it's something else. But a shiny keycap. Shiny keycap. Very polished, very shiny. Does it say something at the bottom? It just says Owlab, actually. It's Owlab inside. Yeah, pretty neat. But keycap, shiny keycap. Possible we use this. Put it aside for now. And then we have our wires. So I believe, if I recall correctly, these wires have, you can like bend them, right? I'm gonna test it on the shorter one because I don't need it, but apparently I think these are apparently made out of liquid metal or something. But you can like, apparently I think you can like bend them and they sort of like just bend back to shape. But they're like basically fairly flexible wires. But yeah, apparently they're made out of some like some different formulation of metal, and yeah, they're apparently kind of like flexible. I mean, cool. It's basically their way of not having to have what balanced wires, what people call when the wires are straight. So pretty cool. You shouldn't force it though. So you know, don't force it. Don't force bend it. That's not gonna help. But yeah, wires. I didn't know about it either until I saw the raw aloe version. Ah, I see. Yeah, I've seen the pictures being promoted. Looks like we have a blue Mr. Suit today. Blue when keyless. Very nice. Very pretty. Blue when keyless Mr. Suit. Cool. There we go. Alright. With a polished weight on the inside, as you can see. Still has all the covers, so that's why it's very glossy. But a very gorgeous Mr. Suit in blue. Very, very, very gorgeous blue. Like a semi-dark blue. I do like the intentional seam here. Very well executed, I think, or at least like it is intentional after all, so it's like you either like it or you don't. But has a intentional seam that shows the mid piece. And then we have the back. It says suit. Although, I actually don't like the letter U here. It almost looks like a E or like a C. It almost looks like it says scrit. But it does say suit, supposedly. But the cursive on this U is a little odd. At least in my opinion. But yeah. Alright, and that's it. That's it. That's all that the box holds for us. Let's just put some of this back here. And I think we're gonna use pretty much everything else. Is that ano? The keyboard? Yes, 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 it is anodized. It is indeed anodized in blue. The steel or the shiny part is just polished. That's a nice color indeed. It is very nice. Huh. Alright, let's see. So we have a lot of stuff going on here, so let's just organize a little bit. Okay, so stab parts, just put it aside. Housings, wires, more wires. Stabilizer shims. Then we have PCB and all the foams. I don't know what these are for. Maybe, oh, maybe this is for hot swap. Yeah, I think these are hot swap standoffs. If you have a hot swap. Is there a hot swap PCB at all? I don't know what these are for yet. Maybe I'll look it up and discover. If somebody knows though, you can feel free to tell me the answer as to what these small screws and nuts are for. But yeah. What silver is that way? A very shiny silver. Typing on a suit as we speak? Oh, very nice. Mr. Rahahafi, do you know what the little baggie with screws and nuts is for? It's like a very tiny one that came. It is for hot swap? Oh, okay, so it is for hot swap. Okay. That's what I figured. It's hot swap standoffs. Cool. So we don't need it right now. Very nice. Good to know. Thank you for the clarification. Alright, so we're gonna use all this stuff. Hold up. Where is... Daughterboard is inside of the case. So it appears tonight we will be opening this case first. I would actually like to put the bump-ons on first. just because it's already here. Oh, and Busy Teamy, if you're still around, I'll, as promised, I'll show you what the thermal sounds like. I guess, although I technically already have a typing test on my YouTube channel of the same thermal, I think. But yeah. My thoughts on didn't even use them. Oh, you don't need it. I mean, it's optional. Yeah. What are those gorgeous gray keycaps? The gorgeous gray keycaps are from GMK ASCII. ASCII, all in capital letters. GMK ASCII. Damn, yo, they sent you a Mr. Suit too? No, this is a client's. This is somebody else's board. Somebody was very kind to send me a Mr. Suit to build. Well, kind, and also they're paying a service fee. It's definitely not free. That said, I am honored to build it because it's fun to build new boards. It's fun to build new stuff. You have really enjoyable streams, Diego? Oh, hey, I appreciate that, Giant's account. I'm very flattered, and I'm glad that you think so. I don't consider myself a fun person, to be honest with you. So I appreciate that you feel like it's enjoyable. Let's see. Are you building this wall? All the foam? I'll tell you in just a second, actually. The client is actually messaging me as we speak. They are reconsidering using the foam. Alright. The verdict has arrived. Oh! Should we do a prediction? Do you think... Let's do a prediction. Alright, let's see. How do I do this? Start prediction. Wait, how do I do this? Okay, here is... Wait, no, that's not right. Man, it's been a while since I did this. Get some free points by stealing it from other people. How good is that? Will we be using foam? Yay. Nay. Alright. Alright, in the meantime, let's open this case up. That's what we're gonna do. I didn't use a case foam. I see. Mr. Foam. All a no foam? F it? You laddie. This board sounds thin without the foam. But no foam means it won't sound meta. Too philosophical, Mr. Mason Gray. You're like Teja if he was 30? Damn. Diner en Blanc? You're like Teja if he was 30? You mean I look that much younger? Thank you. How kind of you. I know Mr. Teja is like 48, so... Yo, Mr. Fro, what's up? Mr. Fro 2000, hello. What's up, buddy? How you doing? No foam, no thawk. A whole 17 years younger. I know. PogChamp. Diego, look at the odds of the casino. What are the odds of the casino here? Where is prediction? Does it say? Why is it not showing it up on my... Oh, it doesn't show in my chat, but I think I can choose prediction. Oh yeah, here it is. Manage... It's all no! Oh, wait, no. No. There's 3 people who voted yay. So, if we go no foam, the winners lose... The winners win very little. It's the pink hair that keeps Teja looking young. Are you saying that Mr. Teja is compensating for his age and trying to look young by dyeing his hair? Damn. Zion. Alright, so there's the bottom piece. Should we peel this off? Let's peel it off, yeah? Oh, let's peel it off. Oh. Peel it, zaddy. Let's go. Oh, is there more to peel? I'll actually leave this one alone because this is the one that actually touches the desk, I think. So I'm gonna leave that one alone for now. Alright. And then here is our interior. So it has a lot of plastic here, so let's actually remove it. Let's actually remove this plastic. Oh my gosh. Okay, here it's easier. Satisfying. Alright, so there it is. The weight, the interior weight in all its glory. You can also see my scuffed camera setup. But, you know. And then the daughter board cable is sticking right out here. But yeah. The peel sounds as with the filter. Don't remove it, too late. For a sec, I thought the inside said Mr. Butt. Okay. Looks like the mid piece is actually screwed onto the top piece, so you can see that there's a mid piece and it's screwed onto the top. So I would imagine the plate actually goes in between here. But we're not gonna undo this one yet. I'm gonna leave it for now. But I will be undoing it by the time I have to put the plate in. But the main reason why we actually got to here was because I wanted to test our PCB by getting the daughter board cable. The inner film is to prevent shorting. It shorts? Really? I mean, it's still here. This is to prevent shorting? Okay, alright. Guess it goes back on. You have to press hard for it to short? Then don't press too hard on it and it won't. Really? That's such a waste. Too late, guys. Too late. We have moved into dangerous territory and now we have to survive. Too bad. You gotta fortify. Live dangerously. You got a tape mod so it doesn't short. Those PCB cuts kind of insane, I know, right? Let me see if this is on VIA right now. Tape mod indeed. Guess we'll go foam then. Oh, it's not flash with... Not flash with VIA. Does this have a VIA hex file? I actually don't know. I don't think it's probably not up, but let's see. Owlab, Mr. Suit, VIA. ReadyKeys.com has it maybe. Blah 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 blah. Blah blah blah. JSON loaded via... Oh, JSON file. Where's the JSON file? Donde? Diego. Hi Frank. How are you? Why are you typing like an idiot? I'm doing well though, thank you very much. Alright, let me, where is there any, maybe it's on their Discord server. Oh, come on, just put it on your website, buddy. Well, I don't have the JSON file for this. I assume it's flashed anyway, because I did hear the little sound, so I'm just gonna test it with Switch Hitter. I don't have the JSON file for this though. So, we're just gonna test it the traditional way, just to check that everything is working. No any endgame 60 or 65% keyboards coming to group buy soon. You guys know any guys? Any endgame 60 or 65% coming to group buy soon? The problem right now is that I'm not keeping track of group buys. M65C? Imagine suggesting a keyboard that might be in limbo. Imagine suggesting a keyboard that will probably not use a Wilvatech PCB anymore. Kinda sus. Van 65. Oh-ho! Van 65. Yes, that's a good keyboard. That's the keyboard by Mr. Gawk 101 from New Zealand, designer of the 7V and of the Chiwi 60 and of the Type K. X60B2. Oh, that's a good one too. X60B2 if you're into simpler wedge-like designs. From Noxery Works, Noxery Co. My bad. If you like Noxery keyboards with that simpler aesthetic, the X60V2 might be for you. Mode 65, it is a very good suggestion. I personally enjoyed using the Mode 65 quite a bit. So I definitely would suggest a Mode 65 if you would like something that will be relatively quicker fulfillment, and the price is actually not bad. $300. It starts at $300, and you can customize it however much you want. So I would say the Mode 65 is actually not a bad suggestion. You can also mount it in 3 different ways, and you have a lot of plate options. You have back plate options, you have bottom options. You have a lot of customizability for the mode boards, so I personally think that's a very, very nice suggestion for sure. Wait, what is this program to? Oh, maybe this might be the function key. Okay. Alright, well, everything works here. Except, oh wait, this is a... No, it is the function key probably. Okay, cool. The navy is similar to Suave Blue Kage. I have not seen suave blue in person, but based on pictures, I could say sure, similar. Will I say is it the same? Probably not. Probably not. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Don't have a suave blue Mono K keyboard with me to tell you. But based on pictures, at least, it kind of looks similar. Yeah, sort of like a darkerish tone of blue, but not like dark like navy close to black. You know. Yeah. Alright, so we're done testing our PCB. Alright, let's get our PCB, our plate, and our stabs for now. It'll short without the film. Alright. Duly noted. I guess I might have to put it back then. That's too bad. Sorry, I didn't know. B-stock verticals are available, but they're B-stock. If someone wants an endgame, just suggest them a B-stock keyword. That said, who knows? Is B-stock actually good enough? Because I don't know. There's a bit of A- stock going around that look more like B- stock maybe. It won't short. I have one hasn't had to film the entire time, it's fine. Alright, so basically, if you type hard, it'll short. If you don't type too hard, it won't short. Basically is the bottom line of what you're saying. Okay, so, steps. Let's start. You have to press on it very hard for it to bottom out. That's fine then. That's not a big deal. If you have to press on it unrealistically hard, like relative to you're not typing, you're actually just pressing on it, that's fine. Which plate do you have though? What plate? This? Does this look like brass to you? What do you mean? What are you talking to? Oh, I was asking Matcha. Oh, I see. Is that 35 mil? No, this is more than 35. Way more than 35. I think I bought like half a kilo at one point. How much is that? I don't know. I think I bought like maybe like 400 or like 400 bucks worth of lube or maybe something like that. I've run through quite a bit of it now. I mean, when you do this a lot, right? When you're building keyboards, lubing switches, you know, a lot, it definitely runs faster. Yeah. Thoughts on putting Milmax sockets on? Milmax on this PCB or in general? Milmax in general, it is a PCB case-by-case dependent thing. You definitely want to check if the Milmax sockets fit fine on the PCB, although I think nowadays a lot of PCBs have like pretty standardized like pin holes basically, and so they tend to work fine. Just FYI, Milmax is good, but Milmax literally requires soldering. Meaning that if you're trying to do Milmax because you did not want to solder, you're actually soldering. It saves you from desoldering to clean the board. For sure. If you're planning on taking out switches a lot, that kind of stuff, for sure it could be worth the time and money expense. Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm not doubting that at all. I'm just saying If you were wondering whether you had to solder, you do. Is it worthwhile? Depends on your case. Do you see yourself taking off switches and putting new switches a lot? Or trying new things a lot, like on the same keyboard? Then yes, could be worth it. Could be worth the time expense. You know, like you still have to pay extra for the sockets and actually do it, right? So it's work, but it all depends on whether it feels worthwhile to you. Beauty on a weekday. What's up, Garlic? How are you doing? How's your work day, actually? I hope you're not working right now. It is 9 o'clock over there, so you probably had dinner? I'm a Milmax shill. I use them in every board and I recommend them to everything. Well, to each their own. I personally like my soldering for PCBs, and I personally don't find Milmax to be worth the money and time because I just, for the amount of time and money I would spend doing Milmax socketing for a lot of keyboards, I would rather pay the $250 to get a desoldering gun that can desolder the whole board in 30 minutes instead of doing Milmax sockets for hours. Right? Time is money. Time is money. Going to play badminton in a bit. Dinner was biryani. Oh, that sounds delicious, my friend. I do like me some biryani. Yeah, boy. Indian food. One of my favorite. Doesn't even take, 30 minutes. I'm saying, like, to be like from all the way from taking the keyboard out, you know, undoing the screws, you know, heating the gun up, desoldering carefully, putting the switches out. 30 minutes. 30 minutes. I ordered a new desk. Yo, very nice. What kind of desk do you get? But Diego, you can swap your switches out whenever you want, so you can try the new nylon PET Palm ultra high molecular weight polyethylene proprietary mystery blend linears that go up and down so differently from those other linears. Ew, why would you use those other linears, like the other neighborhood linears? Ugh. Yeah, who'd do that? It takes me like 2-3 hours to do a full-size Milmax socketed board, and that's with an SSO2. Huh. Not bad. Not bad. Time is money. I'm gonna go buy a Razer comes built. True. 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 Hey, have you ever tried a Romer G keyboard? Actually not bad. Like, real talk. Actually not too bad. And some Razer switches, also not too bad, actually. People are very quick to judge. But remember when people were, MX Browns are poop, they feel like sandbags. Now it's like, oh, they have put the MX Browns in his, Noxery 280. Oh, it was so good. And, you know, now it's like MX Brown gang all the time, right? Thanks as always. Oh, I got the Jarvis Bamboo 6030. Yo, Jarvis, great desks from Jarvis. The Bamboo one it's A+. Good choice, man. That's a good one. That was actually, I was on the fence of getting a Jarvis instead of an Uplift. Is Romer G the new meta? What if it is? The 3305 sockets are basically the same as soldering switches now. Yeah, no, the new sockets are like super, they're very shallow, right? Like they don't go very far in, so like they don't stick out too much on the bottom side. Pretty nice, the new sockets. Razer orange stems are the new hotness. Yeah, apparently. people were talking about. I remember some people were talking about it. Razer Orange, they're tactiles, right? So yeah, people like using those stems in like different housings for some like smoother housings, I suppose. Also, how you doing, Justin? Good to see you. Lols did a Franken switch with Razer Orange stems. Buy $300 Razer to harvest their switches? I mean, Diner and Blanc, like, people purchase 500, 800 euro keyboards with old Cherry MX Black, essentially, switches that happen to have, or more actually nowadays, happen to have some milky top, which you can probably get from a Gateron switch anyway, by the way, but it's branded Cherry. But people will do that and desolder, and let me tell you, they're not any switches. They have 2 more pins per switch because you have to desolder a diode that is inside of the switch in every switch. So you're not desoldering 2 pins per switch, you're desoldering 4 pins per switch. But you also paid like basically $1,000 to get this old keyboard that happens to have a gamble of essentially Cherry MX Black switches with a milky top. So $300 for Razer stems might not be so bad. That said, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and people might choose what they want to do with their harvesting processes. So who knows? Can't judge too hard. That one keyboard with MX Browns though, was that the one on YouTube? I think someone made like a cardboard, it's like proto or whatever. I forget. I got $70 off by my company. Ooh, not bad, not bad. $70 discount is not too bad. My 7V's playlist and Milmax, and it's comically fun. That's nice. Although, if it's playlist and Milmax, when you pull out keycaps, you tend to pull out the switches a lot too, because I feel like you might, right? I mean, similar to regular hot swap. Like in regular hot swap, you do that a lot too, right? Like you sometimes pull the keycap. You're trying to pull on the keycap, and the switch also comes out with it. That tends to happen a lot with hot swap in general. But I assume with playlist it's like so much easier. A lot of wiggle room, basically. Good night, Killer AC. Take it easy. Finally have a few hours of time to do keyboard stuff again, taking it to relive some MX Blacks. Too clacky. Oh, I see. Diego, I forgot. Did I send you that RMM post looking for Nixies for $20 each or $220 for Nixie White? Is it time for me to offload my Nixdorf switches? Is it time to cash it in? I like to you. Hi. 안녕하세요. I mean, it's kind of bad. Haha, it's a Razer stem. You would think so, my friend. You never know. Don't judge a switch too early. Don't judge a switch too early. I mean, technically, Mr. Tenamu, if the switch part, the one that you're interested in, the stem in this case, is smooth enough because the molds happen to be fresh in the factory that it was made in, it might actually be pretty big stonks. You'd 100% pull the switch without a plate? Yeah, I mean... Yeah, that's what I mean. It's very easy to. But sometimes the keycaps do come off fine. But it's so much better than normal switches, right? I'm waiting for them to hit $100 at this rate. 2 weeks ago, it was $11, and last week it was $20. Man, some people mad thirsty. 어? 가스켓 키보드네요. 한국에는 F1AX라는 키보드 있어요. 슈트랑 많이 닮았습니다. 아, 저 그 지연님 그 F1AX 있어요. Do you do commissions to lube switches without a build? No. No. Simply no. No exceptions. Oh, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. One more. Yo, do you still have an F1.8X? I do. I indeed do. Still have an F1.8X. The same one. Painting Winkeyless suit. I got caught in the mix-up. I'll tell you what. The person that owns this Mr. Suit also got caught in the mix-up. Oh, also, Busy Timmy, I'm not sure if you're here. I totally forgot about the thermal typing. I feel bad now. But if you're here, say something. If you're at work, I'm sorry. Lubing switches take so much time. You kind of gotta do it with a build. Yeah, I mean, for me, it's definitely like one of those things where I need to, like, as in, I build keyboards for people, but like, if I'm lubing switches already and I'm not, you know, it's just like the time expense for me. It's like, kind of need to tackle two birds with one stone sort of thing. So it's a little bit difficult for me. Let's see. Do you reckon there's actually any board worth paying prices for? Like, would you personally pay the premium for anything? Depends on the board for sure. There are some keyboards that on RMM, even if they're at a premium, it's not so bad at a premium. So I would always try to consider first consider your budget and then consider the board. Don't consider the board relative to what it costs in the market, right? Like, set yourself a simple rule where it says, if it exceeds this amount, I will not buy, no matter what the keyboard is. I think that's a good, like, rule of thumb to have when you're starting off to look at, you know, exploring the market for keyboards. And then after that, like, I would say, like, see what keywords are kind of... The problem is I don't keep track of prices right now. I used to definitely know a lot more about the market, but I don't keep track, like close track of pricing these days. So I'm having a little bit of a harder time to sort of give you examples. But I guess like for example, like the Frog TKL, right? Like it retails for cheaper than what it goes for in the aftermarket, but you technically can get it right away, right? From somebody. Oh, Popcorn! Yo, Popcorn, thank you so much for the tier 1. How are you doing? Good to see you. But, yeah, but I mean, like, you know, there's boards like that, like the Frog or something, or like maybe the Thermal. The aftermarket price of the Thermal is pretty close to retail. And I personally think the Thermal is 100% worth the price. I personally love the Thermal. And some people don't. Some people don't. Some people think that it's pingy, or some people think that the bouncing is not very pleasant, yada yada yada. I just happen to really like the board. I personally think it's probably one of the best keyboards that came out during the year that it was produced. That it was like released, like when it was first kind of like put into group buy. I think it's probably one of the best keyboards when it came out. But that's my personal opinion. You know, I like HKB 60%. I like the look of it. I personally think the typing on it is fantastic. You know. Let's see, what am I missing? Just be like me, sell a kidney for every endgame board your favorite streamer tells you to. 아무튼 아까 가지고 계시는구나. F1.8X 가스켓 키보드니까 빌드 끝나시면 비교 한번 해주세요. 저도 스트 키보드 고민하고 있어서 알고 싶어요. 오케이, 알겠습니다. I like to. 알겠습니다. I'll try to remember. 까먹으면 다시 알려주실래요? When do we get JDX TX keyboard bags? Whenever I can hit the MOQ. If we hit MOQ, any TX bags are possible. Okay. I might have to consult the last time I asked about the MOQ, which I have it written down on a piece of paper. I love a thermal myself. I have to say, I personally highly recommend the thermal. It's such a cool board. It was until I tried it in person that I was like, man, thermal's a cool board. I have to say, when I first saw it, I was like, I want it. I actually couldn't afford to get it when it first came out. I was very sad. I was like, oh, I'm kind of short of $400 or whatever it cost back then. Back then, actually, I was like in a pinch. Like I just had other finance to take care of. Didn't get a thermal, and when after it shipped, I was like, oh my god, it looks so good. And I eventually got one, right? But yeah, once I tried, I was like, worth for sure. I've seen a couple people sell frocks at cost. Yeah, I'm pretty excited for new mode 80 next month. I actually do wonder what the new mode 80 is going to be like. Some people might know that I personally was not very big fan of the first edition of the Mode 80. But that said, I know that it's changed, so I'm excited to see what's in store for it. That said, I'm wondering if it's going to change any drastically relative to like the Mode 65, for example. Like, is it different from it? Aside from the layout, like, does it use the same system? That kind of stuff. Frog is basically at cost, so it's probably as worth as it gets. I agree. Yeah. For example, like that's one of the boards that will probably feel worthwhile to get in the aftermarket. There's some other keyboards I personally think are pretty nice. That don't go for too much. Like some TX keyboards are pretty solid top mount keyboards, like TX87, 84, that kind of stuff. TXCP, TX1800, those kind of boards. TX60, TX65, right? I think those are pretty solid top mount boards, right? I also like the exclusive boards are actually pretty good. Now that you're talking about the E7, I like the E7 V1. Definitely a little bit definitely has a little bit more of a hollow kind of casing, like sound signature, but actually a pretty cool keyboard. The E6 V2, I actually had an E6 V2 for a long time actually. I had a cyan colored E6 V2 in HHK, in Winkeyless actually, that I really enjoyed using for a while. Yeah. So I personally think E6 V2 was a pretty nice board that I remember using. I was a big fan of it actually. I remember that first stream, people had some words that day. Oh yeah, people had some fighting words that day. Mode 80 was too expensive at the time for what it was. I would agree at the time. Like, as in, relative to that time when it came out, I would agree. Yeah. New Mode 80 is nice, biased opinion, I know. It's a full internal redesign like number 1 OG to number 1 revision 1. Very cool. And yeah, that's what I figured. I figured that would happen. Because the Mode 65 is vastly different from the Mode 80, for example. So I figured that by the time the 80 got re-released, it would have to undergo some sort of big revamp, which is cool. Where can you get the thermal? At this point, on r/mech market is your best choice. Like basically the aftermarket is your best choice to get a thermal. Another keyboard that's kind of like underrated is the Prophet. Pretty much goes for at cost or even less, but I personally think it's a nice 60% that's light. It's a light 60% because it has no case weight. But I personally think the typing on it is pretty pleasant. That said, I could be biased because I do own one, and I personally have enjoyed using it the time I had it. I've had it so far. Yeah. Another keyboard that I do own, but that let's say I did not own otherwise, that I would purchase in the aftermarket, like if I had to make a choice, right? In the aftermarket, right? It would be the Juby. I really like the Juby. Personally, big fan of the layout. It's basically 60% with macro columns, but the real highlight of the Juby is the plateless typing experience on the Juby is phenomenal. Phenomenal. Alice layout boards, for example, that I think are worth the aftermarket price. The Tengu is not priced very highly, but I personally have a Tengu and types wonderfully. I recommend that board too. Yeah. TX 1800 kind of goated. Oh, Popcorn. I actually... Okay, I guess saying it already is not low-key, but I'm low-key looking for a TX 1800 V1 or V2. So good. Tonker boy. But it's probably the best 1800 custom, in my opinion. Just because of how chonky, tanky, it's just a real tank of a keyboard, and I love the 1800 layout personally. So yeah, I love me some TX 1800 also, but don't see those as much these days. Yeah. Let's see, is the typing feel on gasket mount that much different from top mount? The answer to that, I guess waffle is the answer to that is it can be vastly different from top mount. Is it always? No. Can it be? Yes. Well, think about it for a second. Top mount means that there are fasteners or screws that attach a point of the plate to the top piece, you know, to the top case, right? So there's a part that's actually just always stuck to the top piece, right? Versus, let's say in gasket mount, it actually just kind of sits on the bottom piece, right? Or like it gets sandwiched in between the two pieces if it's a two-piece case. So it already, like, from like first principle, so to speak, the way you place it, right, completely changes kind of like the framework, like the physics it's gonna work with, right? But that said, gaskets can be stiffer, gaskets can be softer, gaskets can be placed in different positions. You might just stuff it too much with stuff like, you know, foam gaskets or whatever it might be, and it might just feel too stiff. Who knows? Every keyboard is different. So I would argue that it just really depends on how the implementation is done. Gasket mount is a very kind of liberal term, broad term for a lot of different ways to do something, whereas top mount is kind of straightforward. You're attaching these bolts onto, like, you have these screw holes on the top piece, and all you're doing is slapping the plate right on there and screwing it into the top piece, right? That's top mount. Like, there's pretty much no, like, the only thing that you do consider now in top mount is that it can vary in where you fasten those bolts. So the position of the screwing of the screw points, or like, you know, where the mounting points are for top mount, will determine how that can feel. So that's something you should consider. Or the plate material, for example. Yeah. Well, there's that kind of stuff. Anyway. Let's go down. Are you getting R2 of the NCRT kill? Very tempted, Vinkeys. Very tempted. I'm like this close to pre-ordering one. I have a lot of keyboards. Should I get one? It's like the, you know, I kind of it's like if I just had money to spare, it's like totally just get one. But I'm just trying to be like, maybe I'll get to try it. Maybe I won't have to need to spend the money, but I love it. I love how it looks. Probably it sounds and feels great. I'm just like, so close. But then again, I feel like I can always pick one up anytime. So I'm not in a rush. Have you tried the M65B? No. Let's see. I still like the old 80 if it's a time frame it was released in where the obsession with gasket mount was at its peak and the board kind of took it to the furthest extreme. Sure, I do agree with the fact that it definitely took what gasket mount was at the time and took it to some extreme. Yes. Was I a fan of that? No. Are you a fan of it? Yes. Hold up. What do you think about the Think 6.5 V2 personally? I've seen price of those boards significantly drop within the last few months. I do like the Think 6.5 V2. I would say that in the particular configurations that I built it in, they were not necessarily my cup of tea, as in like it was not the configuration I would want to put on it. But maybe let's say if I had the flexibility to choose the plate material and the switches and whatever, I do feel like there's people, I've heard a lot of people say good things about the Think 6.5 V2. Like, I mean, there was a time when people, streamers, right? Other streamers, other content creators actually built Think 6.5 V2s, and people were like, that actually sounds pretty good, right? So I'm pretty sure that it's doable, like as in like, it's a nice keyboard. And I saw the keyboard in person, it's actually a pretty nice keyboard. Packaging was great, like the building experience was pretty much no problems, right? So I think it's a nice keyboard, but it does require like, I want to make my own choices for how I want my own builds, right? So it probably depends on that. Just like pretty much any other keyboard. I'm sure any spectacular keyboard can feel and sound bad if you just choose the stuff that's not right for you. Right? Also, this, like when people say feel and sound good, it's very subjective. Very subjective. There's many boards like it? Yes, true. Don't you find that plateless transfers too much vibration to your fingers? I like it personally. I love that platelets actually transfer a lot of vibrations to my fingers. I love that feeling, the whole trampoline feeling. I like it personally. Everyone can agree tray mount is actually the worst. I personally disagree, because I actually own 3 tray mounts. I own a Fiel, I own a Duck Poker, well, and a Salvation, but I guess the Salvation technically doesn't count. And the Unicorn also kind of doesn't count, because it does have the O-ring. Okay, sure, 2. I have 2. But they actually feel nice. I like them. 4-point tray mount is probably good and handy and can compare to all the modern mounts. I do agree with that. What's your favorite switch? Exclamation switches pretty much answers that question. Blah 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 blah. I'm using mine now 710 for the price, the NCR board. 7 out of 10 for the price is actually not bad. TBH. I could be okay with that. Jane is insane for sound and feel, but doesn't mean all top mounts are great. Prob's the best example. I can tell you right now, I have tried the TGR Jane V2 that personally I thought felt like shit. I don't remember what it was built with. I saw it at a meetup, tried it, and I was like, I don't like it. I like this other keyboard a lot more. Subjective. In the end. Subjective. So, yeah, I'm definitely on a roll with the talking right now, but I'm also taking my time building today. So, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna take my sweet ass time building tonight. Alright, I was asked to do the Band-Aid mod thing, because I guess why not? Let's see. Could I use stat pads to include some? Okay, yeah, sure. I was asked to use them. So if I use them. Oh wait, wires. I haven't done wires. Wires first. Wires first. Wires first. Where's my brush? Wires first. I'm getting distracted here. All right. Yo, Mr. Shoots. Hello. Oh, 3 months, but I already sent you stickers, so you already have stickers from me. How are you though, buddy? Hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for the 3 months. Just tried half plate, love the feel, but it does feel that the alpha sound what? What's the loader? Louder? Is this really the case? It can. Though sometimes depends on the keycaps too. The keycaps sometimes kind of do play a role in how the sound transfers, or like the sound comes up towards you, like how you perceive the sound. Builder diff? Yeah, I definitely think it's just how you build it is most keyboards are just gonna vary a lot based on how you choose your switches and what build you want to go for. I definitely, I mean, okay, guys, I'm not trying to say every keyboard can be great. I'm trying to say, while every keyboard have their own unique characteristics that are like, you know, specific to that particular keyboard, at the end of the day, if you do choose a combination that is not befit of your own standards for what you consider to be pleasant, it's just not going to satisfy your particular demands, you know? And that's regardless of whatever keyboard that is, no matter how good, how bad, how people rate it. Yeah, that makes no difference. How's it hanging? You're asking me how's it hanging? Oh, it hangs well. Thank you. Patty, hello. Hot swap builds take like 10 minutes. Yo, little skin since skins K, hello. Doing well. Did your client get a win key and get a win key list? Yes. Yes, they did. While Patty appeared, yeah. My understanding that the different mounting styles have different max potential for softness, stiffness. Yeah, theoretically that is the correct answer. Yeah, yes, it would be the correct answer to that question. That yes, mounting styles will have a limit min-max of stiffness or softness. For sure, of course, it's physics. It's simple. It's physics. Physics does have a limitation. Like the physics will show a limitation to how much things can basically flex, move, displace, whatever you want to call it, before breaking or before you know, giving up. So yeah, theoretically that's yes to that. JMP2 sounds bad, changed my mind. I'm telling you, I've had both builds. I have had builds that sound great. I've had builds that sound terrible. I personally would say that for a while, like, you know, I personally didn't. I was like, oh, it's just another keyboard, and I personally do think the same still. It's just another keyboard. I know it's well regarded. I know people love the look of it and all that, but it is. You can make a lot of keyboards sound fantastic, and it doesn't have to be a TGR JMV2. Have you tried the AEBOR Staby Stabs? Not the newest ones, but I probably will at some point. The newest ones. Congrats on finally charging for your services, Patty. Nice. People should really play with one board instead of buying more boards to play with. Julian C. I would star that comment if I could. But yes, people should experiment with their one keyboard if you can afford the chance, or if you would like to. I think building a frame of reference with one keyboard is probably easier than trying to build a frame of reference with multiple keyboards. The reason for that is, if you, let's say, all things I mean, it's like a scientific experiment, guys. Right? It's like a scientific experiment. In a scientific method, right, you have a hypothesis, right? And in the hypothesis, you say all things all other variable constant, right? Assuming all other variables are constant, you switch some, you know, variable, and you have some outcome, right? So let's assume that variable is your plate material. So you just try different plates with the same exact keyboard and the same exact switches. That, I think, is going to give you a lot more insight than trying the different plate but in a different case. Yes, I'm a nerd. If you don't like it, you can get the fuck it. Yeah, I mean, yeah. If you don't like it, it's fine. Unfortunately, you're talking to a person who is, you know, doing a degree in STEM. So if you don't want me talking about independent variables and dependent variables and, you know, experiments and design and that kind of stuff, then You're probably in the wrong place. Yeah. I need Professor Diego's lecture on how to still have sanity about keyboard FAQs. The FAQs. Anyway, we get you to grad school. Yeah. Yeah, grad school drives you to a certain point. So it kind of at some point you either obsess, or at some point you just embrace the madness. I'm rather new to this channel and lurking. I do vouch for further tinkering than buying more. I'm planning on tinkering with a rebuild board. First of all, welcome, Stiletto, and this includes possibly building my own keys. That's awesome. That's awesome. I modified pre-builds along for a while before I like got really deep into a lot of the just building a lot of different custom keyboards. I modded like a Leopold, I modded like a Vermillo, and like I just played around with it a lot. I like would like actually like purposely broke off some like standoffs and like yeah. But I mean, I guess some of the limitations is like some of these keyboards have these like very sturdy like steel plates, like these powder coated steel plates, and it's kind of hard to work with them. But well, you can desolder them also and change switches, lube the stabs, like you know, like starting from the basic modding, right, all the way down to maybe you want to put it in a separate, like in a different case, or actually, well, maybe reverse engineer a plate or something, or just actually modify the plate. You can do that kind of stuff. Or yeah, you could actually add like, yes, surprise, you could actually add like foam or something like to it, you know. You can experiment with hot swap. You certainly can. Sounds like a desoldering gun is a good investment if you're going long term in this hobby. Apps, I would say yes, totally. Or in economics, all other things being equal, if prices go up, demand goes down. Yep. Tacos? Tacos? Would also mean you gotta rebuild with same specs multiple times to get replicable results with the scientific method. Yep. I mean, yeah, certainly you definitely want an average result rather than a singular outcome that comes from n equals to 1 experiment, basically. Just make your own keyboard. That's also doable, if you have the patience for it. And the money to prototype your keyboard or whatever, you know. Some people might make keyboards for fun and might not feel, you know, like wanting to fund it. Or might have ideas, but they don't want to fund it. Okay, these clips are kind of tight. There we go. Philco days. Philco is great. Yeah. Oh yeah, I modded Philcos too. I modded a Majesta 2 for a bit. Why did my message get auto-modded? I'm not sure. Sorry, I must have. Oh, sorry, didn't catch that one. Yeah, Brandon. Keeping the steel plate or finding a spot that will cut a plate for me? Finding advice would be appreciated. Oh, honestly, for the pre-built steel plates, those things are like, those things are actually so hard to cut. Yeah, honestly, like reverse engineering the plate is not a trivial task. TBH, I mean, people have done it for like, for some boards, but like it's definitely not trivial. Yeah, I mean, you do have to have access to like power tools / like, you know, tools that can actually cut through that kind of material and not suffer damage. Other thing. Oh yeah, that's pretty hard though. Any tacos available at 2 a.m.? Actually, not right. No, actually no, not at 2. I think they're done by like 1. Digging deep into my Halloween chocolate, gonna need to restock. What kind of chocolate's your favorite? Wheels. Do you like milk chocolate a lot? I personally am a dark chocolate kind of person, but I know that Halloween chocolate is not that fancy. Sometimes. I like Kit Kats though. I like Crunch, Kit Kats. Like some of that stuff, yeah. Like some of the regular M&Ms, you know. Like, they're not great, but they're not terrible. It's like if I want that sugar, I'll take it. I'll take it. Hey, Jay Verbit. Thank you so much for the sub. Appreciate it. Let's go back. Lube job on Switch is such a big deal too. You can't discount a good lube job. True. Yo, wanna ask, will there be upcoming group buys for the Mr. Suit? Yeah, there will be a round 2. I believe it's been announced on Reddit. I do not currently have a link handy to give you all the specific details, but yes, I believe there will be a round 2. So, yeah. So you can definitely search up results for that very easily if you're curious. Oh my goodness, this tab is like kind of difficult to work. Coffee Crisp? Oh, Coffee Crisp is so good, but isn't it like a Canadian thing, Coffee Crisp? Yeah. Remember the Phantom case for the Philco? Oh, of course I remember Phantom cases, yeah. I tried it at a meetup though. I didn't have one myself. Thinking effort for carbon fiber? Ooh, carbon fiber is an interesting plate material. Carbon fiber is fun. Alu or acrylic? Alu is not too expensive to cut. You can technically have laser cut, right? Although it won't be the best. Milky Ways be hidden? That's good. Hey mate, bit later than normal for you. Yeah. Oz, hello. How are you? Yeah, it is a little late. Just catching up here. Fellow Crunch Enjoyer? Yeah. R2 is November 6th, I believe. Thank you. 1k units. Keycaps for the trick-or-treaters, nothing fancy? Gotcha. Peanut butter cups top tier. Ah, okay. Peanut butter is actually something that I don't crave as much because I didn't grow up with... Well, no, that's wrong. My brother loved it, so technically I could have grown up with it, but while growing up, peanut butter was not among my list of favorite things. I guess I just found it too strong of a flavor. But I guess now that I'm a little older, I kind of do enjoy peanut butter to some extent. But I would say, like, just because it's kind of like historically not been super in my, like, you know, in my sweet tooth palate, I don't crave it nearly as much. But I'll give it to peanut butter enjoyers that peanut butter is great. You know what's really good as a snack for peanut butter? Speaking of peanut butter, well, I'm just saying, like, kind of as a pro tip, like when you go hiking, you know, I love taking tortillas, like large, like burrito tortillas, or even regular sized tortillas, and peanut butter, like the flour tortillas and peanut butter. Just that, flour tortillas and peanut butter. Top tier snack while hiking. Like quick and easy. Oh my god, these, like, you know, you guys know the hooks that like prevent the wire from popping on these like Owlab stabs? They're like freaking tight. Like, it's actually hard to clip on. Or actually, my hands are slipping, I guess. I think that's what's happening here. Or I'm just doing it like at a wrong angle? No, these are just tight AF. Gotta insert it from the top? Yeah, that's what I figure. That's what I'm trying to do. Come on now. That's what I'm doing here. What the hell? What the heck? Okay, hold on. I have to. How much 205 is in that jar approximately? I don't know, probably a few 100 grams right now. You're supposed to say your dog likes peanut butter more? I don't have a dog, so I can't relate. Sorry. I did have a peanut butter. I mean, I did have a dog when I was younger, but I actually never fed them peanut butter either, so can't relate. It's gonna say it's 1 AM. Why are you on? Why not? I can ship you some coffee crisp if you need some. Bruh. I'll have coffee crisp any day. All day. They're so good. Japanese Keycaps, matcha ones. Those are my favorite. From the Japanese Keycaps. Peanut butter and honey, good combo. Solid. I mean, I do love me like a good PB&J sandwich. TBH. Tortilla, peanut butter, and a slab of chocolate. It's like the hiker's hack for a semi s'more that's not quite a s'more, or yeah, sorta. It's like peanut butter. They're tight. I thought I was gonna break it. Yeah, I know, right? Just yeah, it has to go in the right angle, but like it's pretty tight for these stab inserts. Peanut butter cups with coffee, great combo. I mean, peanut butter and coffee just sounds like a fantastic combination. Back in college, I used to get extra tortillas from Chipotle and roll Nutella in them. Oh boy, dude, they charge you for tortillas at Chipotle now, man. Fuck. That's when I found out, I was like, oh, you bastards! Like I still get the extra tortilla with my burrito bowl, but come on, it's just an extra tortilla, man. God damn it, Chipotle. Hasugai gummies are the best. Oh, those are good. Ooh. God damn these stabs. Goodness, it's like goodness gracious, these stab inserts. It's like the more I get towards the end, the harder it is to actually put on. Seriously feels like I'm gonna break it though. Alright, there. Alright. Oh, it's okay. Alrighty. Uncrustables peanut butter and honey is goat. I can't find them anymore. Huh. What is this coffee crisp hype? Brother, you're missing out. Why don't people like bread crust? It's the best part of the bread and it should be extra crunchy. 100% agree with you. Bread crust, goated. Bread crust on a nice piece of toast. Bro. So good. So good. Alright. Hikuichi Mochi versus Liquid Metal Stabs. Oh boy. That's a good battle. That is a good battle. People don't like bread crust because the crust they've been eating is probably trash. Yeah, I mean, probably just their perception of the bread crust. Yeah, probably just a little skewed because maybe the bread was not that good. But IMO bread crust is fantastic. I like it. Dude, if you manage to source coffee crisp, I'll buy some off you so you can send them with my stickers. How about you can go... just kidding. I mean... Isn't it probably just cheaper for you to, like, get them yourself directly? I don't know. I don't know. They don't exist here, brother? I know that they don't exist there. But isn't it cheaper to just have it sent directly to you rather than have a two-way trip where you have to like go through somebody else to get it? You know? Is it Reese's Pieces or Reese's? Wait, is it Reese's Pieces or Reese's Pieces? Oh, it's Reese's Pieces. Like Reese. That's the name. And then you're doing apostrophe S. So it's Reese's. And then Pieces. Reese's Pieces, not Reese's, it's Reese's. It varies. I went to Nashville. Wait, sourdough best bread. Yeah, I love me a good rye bread too. Good rye, sourdough, and I don't know actually what else. I just like fresh bread though. Fresh bread, just in general, it's so good. Some people say Reese's Pieces. I know they do. I know people do, but IMO, I think it's wrong. I went to Nashville recently and asked for a cold brew. They gave me a monstrosity with a ton of sugar in it. Sounds like the South, alright. South like the South, alright. Milk bread from Chinese bakers are so good. Oh. Or like thick honey toast. Oh my god. Oh my god. Don't even get me started on kaya toast. For those who are international here or might know of kaya toast. Oh my god. It's bread from the heavens. Oh, Quackers! Hello, party of 31. Welcome, welcome. Hello, hello. Whoa, 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 whoa. Quack, quack, mother, father, raid. Frank, you feeling a little toxic just because I tease with you a little bit? Hmm? Trying to call me a mother, father? What is this? What is this toxicity? What do you think now you're some big deal because you did a 24-hour Eno-thon and sang My Way? Huh? Huh? Come on. I did not take part of this. Byron, hello. Thank you so much for the 3 months. Oh yeah! Oh yeah. Yeah, let's go. Quack quack appa. Throw me under the bus. F. 그는 신사 같습니다. 엄마 아빠는 신사들만 언급합니다. Other fathers. Y'all, Diego, I need to mail me a loaf of rye from a good Jewish deli. I want a real Reuben. Yes, buddy. Yes. Praise. Yes. A good Reuben. Ah. Man, I should go to Cats. I need to go to Cats at some point. Oh, damn it. I want a sandwich now. I want a goddamn sandwich now. Man, I miss Cat so bad. So good. We need to wash your mouths out, Diego. I hold Frank down and you get the soap. Oh yeah. Soap? Oh, we're gonna do it with some. You know how they did it in the okay, look. I learned this from a history documentary. They did this with the Pochukaru water, okay? You put a bunch of chili powder, huh? Ground chili powder. Wash your mouth with soap? Please. With Frank, we're talking something else here. Unforgivable. I'm just kidding. Guys. Brush your teeth and then drink orange juice. Oh boy, yeah, that actually tastes so bad. Legit torture. Yeah, it is actually legit torture. So if you're going to wash it with a soap, it better be Dove soap. My mouth is sensitive. Okay. He said Dove. You don't have to know that it just says Dove for fun, but I'll make sure it says Dove on it. Make sure it says Dove right there and has that little nice dove bird. It'll say Dove. Watch out, buddy. Watch out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. I wish my parents would have made me wash my mouth with soap. The Korean alternative is painful. It sure is painful. But that said, I wouldn't do that to Frank. Come on. I would wash Mr. Inomushiki's mouth with some good old classic soju. That's worth washing your mouth with. It'll be just as septic and cleansing. But you know, I'm sure Frank would be very happy to get that. I know, sounds like it'll taste like honey, right? Sounds like it'll taste like honey. With a side of samgyeopsal, my brother. Oh, samgyeopsal. 존나 땡겨. Uru punishment, that's the ticket. Alright, where's the screws? If you're using the PCB foam, you gotta put on before stabs. Oh. Right. Is he still here? Hold up. I need to get me some chokbal. Ah, chokbal. Bad words, bad Korean words. I want some so badly. Oh my god. Me and Wilson will send you some Kaya snacks. Yo, that's big progress. Guys, the verdict is in. Today we're going foamless into the night with Mr. Suit. Foamless. I'll clear the prediction that people submitted like an hour and a half ago. I've never tried chokbal. You're missing out. A good... Oh my god. Posam? Jesus Christ. Goodness gracious. If people think KBBQ is good, they also need to try Posam. Cause, goddamn. It's also something else. You know? Love KBBQ. Love it, love it. Like, I will never say no to it. But Posam? Foamless, how could you? Oh my god, going against the meta. Shoulder pads in the suit are so 80s. Oh my goodness. How do you like your thermal? I love it. I love the thermal. Height lightning, Namps. And I'm saying, hello, how you doing? Namsan 0902, what's up? Just Kuman. Let's just say it is. I'm acting appropriate for a 1:20 a.m. stream. Okay, so I think if you do not understand this kind of humor, perhaps it is time for you to go to bed. Too late for y'all kids. I'm talking to you, Quappa. Did someone say Degen? Huh? Did someone say Degen? Definitely curious what suit sounds like without foam. Me too! I'm curious too, except I have no frame of reference to compare it with a fully foamed keyboard because all I've seen is, well, other people building it, but that aside, I don't know. The worst case scenario, we can just put the case foam in at the very end. So... But I'm sure it's very different still. I don't like these little shimmies because they're just so bothersome to work with sometimes. But I should put them in. Stoked for W1AT, your thoughts? Oh, I think it looks great. I think the W1AT is an excellent work layout keyboard, and I'm sure Gian will do great because he, you know, they have made nice boards, and I'm sure this one won't be an exception. So I hope the run goes well. I personally am, like, I definitely am interested in the keyboard, but I've really been just trying to be a bit more frugal lately, so try to not spend too much. I've already spent quite a lot in the past couple months, so yeah, just trying to keep it a little toned down for a bit. As much as I would like to own, like, you know, like every keyboard out there, I just can't spend on everything, so sometimes you just gotta pass. Night Diego in chat, sleeping before I make a second dinner from hanging with y'all food. Sorry, it's the cakes. Take it easy, I hope you have a good night. Alex Odos did build his with P foam and I think plate foam. I see. Singapore and Malaysia have very similar cuisine. Well, Singapore and Malaysia are literally next to each other. So, basically, right across from each other, so. Like, people who live in Malaysia go to Singapore all the time, and people who live in Singapore, like, basically commute to Malaysia. They're just that close. So they have very similar culture for sure. The sides of W1AT look nice? They do. They do look quite nice. But yeah. Want to go to SG Malaysia so badly and eat everything? Oh, tell me about it, buddy. I visited I visited Malaysia once for about 3 weeks, and I loved it. I loved visiting. I loved going to Malaysia. I loved my trip in Malaysia. This was like back in 2014, I think. That was when I went to Malaysia. I spent like 3 weeks there. It was the monsoon season, so I didn't want to go to North Hemisphere. But Malaysia was a dry season, and so yeah, I just stayed in Malaysia for 3 weeks and had a blast, just eating my way out of places and exploring stuff and just enjoying the country, like all throughout those 3 weeks of travel. Yeah, but, really loved it. Really makes me want to go again. And I have not visited Singapore, so I will definitely check that off the list as well while I'm at it. Yeah. Visited Singapore in 2019, enjoying my time there. Nice. Galbi? Oh ho ho. Hainan chicken and rice? The first time I actually tried a legit Hainan chicken and rice made me go, hi-ya! So good. Made me go hi-ya about all the bad food I've tried before. Then, you know, I went, Uncle Roger approved of chicken and rice, basically. But yeah. But yes, a good chicken and rice, a legit one, a properly done one. Oh my goodness. That fragrant, flavorful. Man. Seriously, y'all, if y'all are traveling and you're not doing food tourism a little bit, you're missing out. Any beef rendang enjoyers? Oh, rendang is good. The one thing I miss the most about living in Asia is the late night street food. Yeah, street food is where it's at. Like hawker stands? Going out late at night in Georgetown, in Penang, just to go eat from the street food. Like, it's like the street food stalls. Boy. That late night Chang Fan hit different. Hit different. That late night scallion and eggs. Boy. What did Frank do? Dumpy debacle. Nice. Frank into dumpies. Okay, everyone. Here's something that you should know about Frank Inomushiki, aka Inomushiki. Just recently did a subathon, by the way, for 24 hours. But you should know that it was called an Inothon. Inomushiki, aka Frank. He also moderates a bunch of channels and all that. You should know something very specific about him. He's into dumpies, so he types dumpy debacle, you know? Very nice. Flip it and ship it, boys. Let's go. Flip it and ship it. I'm sorry, Frank. You joined today's stream. You joined the wrong stream today. We embrace dumpy love. Oh, no doubt. I am not against dumpy love. Dumpy good. Dumpy good. True enjoyers know that a magnificent dumpy can make a big difference. I'm a little scared to comment today. You like dumpy? How about them heavy saddies? Gosh. Oh my. Have you tried Tenyu? Oh, do you want to see something that's... Oh, do I have it here? Hold on, let me see. Right off, whoopsie. Keycaps fell off. Keycaps fell off, but so I got this in the mail recently. You're asking about Tenyu, my friend. I present to you. How many U's is this? You. I guess this is Tenyu. Soldier boy. You. Yeah. But yeah, this is a old wise vintage keyboard with DCS keycaps with Cyrillic double shot legends. Pretty PogChamp. Pretty cool. Only 10U. Wait, is it? Hold up. 1, 2, 3. Wait, no. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, basically it's 10, right? Are those legends purple? No, they're blue. It's like a dark blue. All the you no room for me. It's not all about you, brother. But yeah, it has some MX blacks. I'll probably keep this board as it is right now because it looks pristine. It looks fantastic. But I might actually look into getting this working. That would be actually pretty cool. So sub-legend DCS mold exists? Yeah, they do. They probably do. I mean, wasn't DCS Yuri basically Cyrillic? 9.75, well, close enough. Use Sora's Wise Verter. Oh, that's true. Sora did make a Wise Verter. True. Yeah, I should have some pro micros around too. Alright. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see what this keyboard is like with no foam. I am not sure what to expect. Well, I'm not sure. I'm not even sure what to expect from the keyboard overall, but given that all its foam is provided and I'm not using any of it, I'm a little. I'm curious now. I'm just very curious now. And a soft plate on top of that, so we'll see how this goes. We'll see how this goes. Diego always try. Wow, that's toxic. Oh, wheels. Wow, Diego always trying to exaggerate length. Measure from the base. Look, maybe it's because I don't care about length. I don't need to bother measuring because I don't have an issue with it. Maybe you're a little too busy measuring things from the base. Maybe I should start from the middle for this. Okay, yeah, I'll do that. This plate, it's a palm plate, so gotta start here from the middle. How deep you push the ruler into the base matters. Here we go again. Don't. Flurry Strix, welcome. Oh, whoopsie. Remember you suggested me DSLR video shooter for lighting? I remember that got inspired one of his video for my streaming setup. Oh, DSLR video shooter makes really cool videos. Really nice videos. I really like his content. For photography and other stuff. Really nice content. Yeah, no. Totally agree with that. Hopefully this is enough to hold this plate and still in several places. We'll see. Hopefully. Oh, I should maybe put something up here too. Man, this plate is, this PCB is also so flexible. Goodness. I'm kind of curious what this is gonna be like. This is pretty crazy. It's like this per key flex is a little worrisome. We'll see if it goes well. Water displacement, the only true measure? Ah, so you go by volume of wheels. I see. A true man of culture, you know? Instead of going 2D measurements or 1D measurements, this guy goes 3D. They know their science. They know their science. Watching Caleb since way back he had hair. That's actually hilarious to comment on. True, I don't remember the last time I saw him with hair. Oh man, do you think mechanically broken in switches may have their leaves damaged? Potentially yes, if you're careless and maybe do it too quickly and for too long. But like maybe all that heat and maybe I think maybe you probably might want to like give it a break every so often. For those mechanically broken switches, like you might want to give the machine a break every so often. I used to have hair too. For sure. It's kind of, yeah. It's a genetic thing, after all. It's like people who turn out bald, you know, it's not their fault, it's just genes. It's just the way genes work. Just inherited the gene. Or, you know, sometimes it's actually induced by something else, but that's a different story. Right, story we don't want to talk about. Alright. Bald wasn't always cool, embrace it. This is true. IMO bald can look so good. Also, yeah, you kind of have to embrace it, you know? Not just because you must, but more so that it can be very, very cool. Show off the head tat? That sounds interesting. Alright. Let's see. Just a teeny bit on the left here. Way lower too. I look better without hair than with it. That's why I shave it off. Oh, cool. I mean, it's actually. I mean, honestly, you're lucky that you know what you look like. That you know what you look good with or without. You know. But knowing that is like such a blessing. Comes with experience and just like knowing yourself, but yeah. I think I look better with short hair, but I don't know. Maybe it could be different. That should do it. Alright, that's good. Oh, these Owlab stabs are pretty nice. They're working pretty well. Although, I mean, I did lube them after all, so they sound good. Sounds good. I'm growing out my hair now. I know I'm probably gonna go bald later, so might as well try it out. Embracing it early, or getting accustomed to it early on. You ever seen those hair tattoos? I personally have not, but I know people have talked. I've seen people talk about it. Pretty good. Pretty good. Stabs sound good to me. Mochi, please, hello. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. I see that you are a first-time viewer here. Welcome. Alright, we should get to soldering pretty soon, which is good. I am pretty excited to try this actually. How soft this will be, I'm sure it's gonna be pretty soft. So this PCB is pretty out there. Okay, let's see. I've been following for a bit actually. I haven't had the time to stop by. Oh, I see. Well, I'm glad that you've had the chance to stop by. I'm not sure where you might be located, but I hope. I mean, for me, it's 1:42 a.m. here in the East Coast of the U.S. But if you're located in the other side of the world, this is like a good time, right? But you might be in the West Coast too, so I don't know. But welcome back. And I'm glad that you're able to catch the stream today. Hello, I'm on the East Coast. I also live a DGen life. Comrade. Welcome. Truly welcome. It's okay. It's just a Wednesday. It's fine, right? It's fine. And now it's Thursday, but yeah. Brothers and sleep schedules? Yeah, pretty fucked up. That's for sure. It's okay, I got melatonin. Copium. Meow, go copium. That pump plate looks like a pain. No, it's not that bad. So the only trick is like you for most plastic plates, just about in general, it's a good idea to put some of the inner switches first, so that when you put the PCB on, it kind of holds, like, you know, parts of the plate evenly. Because like in the middle, like when you push through, like it'll bend easily, right? For pretty much any plastic plate on any configuration. So sometimes that's the only trick you need to do, and then the rest is sort of straightforward. Currently procrastinating redoing my stabs. The pain of doing stabs. I feel ya. So I'll tell you something funny is I somehow seem to always get client builds with much better stabs than my own keyboards. I personally feel like my own keyboards feel and sound like crap sometimes because I don't know. Just, I guess when I'm doing work for other people, it's just better, maybe because I'm holding myself to an expectation, like to standard, and I know that there's expectations, and you know, if I don't do it right, I'll probably get shit on, and people might say like, oh, this guy ain't trying to, you know, this guy built streamer, complete garbage. I paid him so much money for this shit, and you know, who knows. So. But I have to say, proudly say, that I haven't had anyone completely shit on me and say like, you did a effing terrible job. Fortunately, there has not been a single case of that. There has been a case where like, oh, maybe I made a small mistake and they're like, oh, do you mind if I send you back the assembly just for you to fix this minor thing? That was okay, but that was more of a functional thing, rather than like, oh, your stabs are complete trash, it feels like shit. Yeah. So. I wish those caps were common. I've been trying to snag a set. ASCII, I think it's just people just holding on to them because they're pretty, I mean, they're like neutrally colored, so they're pretty nice. I want to try the Holy mod, but it's such a small handwork. I do not have small hands, lol. I personally am not really into the whole idea of stat modding. I've tried maybe a couple things, but I'm just not really huge into it. And I guess I'm also like a lazy person. So, yeah, there's a bit of that, bit of this, bit of that for reasons, but yeah. I don't holy mod, and I think my stabs are okay. So far, I just loop with 205. That's all I do actually. Some people swear by BDZ, which is actually okay too. It certainly is a very good like substance to work with. I personally find it a little messy, but it certainly is effective, and it definitely will probably last longer than 2.5, I guess, and how viscous it is. Yeah. No major complaints or anything is good. True. I mean, I'm thankful. I'm mostly thankful that the people I've worked with over the years have also been pleasant. Overall, I mean, I've maybe had a couple of bad apples here and there where they were a little. They would like give a little attitude, like mostly related to timing, or they're like, oh, so like when are you gonna be done or whatever. Things like that. It's almost like some minor things, but not a big deal, but more so like it's like the unnecessary, I would say. Like, oh, like you don't have to do that. Oh, you don't have to say it that way. Rather. Timmy's just starting to solder now. You can beat him. Okay. I probably can, considering I think I solder fairly. People have said that I solder pretty decently fast. I'm not sure how true that is, but yeah. 2.5 plus dielectric grease. I suppose that works too. Diego's got 5 stars on his Yelp reviews. Am I a restaurant though? Oh, that's it. Actually, no. Yelp does have other things other than restaurants. Never mind. Never mind. I like BDZ, but I feel like it's only worth it over 2.5 if you are building lots of boards. So, I actually, I do build lots of boards, but I still prefer 2.5. It's just a preference thing at this point. I've actually just ended up preferring 2.5 to use. I find it less messy. I personally find it just a little bit easier to work with. It's a little more forgiving, and I think the problem with 2.5 is like, you know how like people will mix 2.5 and BDZ, right? So like they'll do 2.5 on the wires and BDZ on the housing, right? And I kind of find it a little messy in the sense that it can like, you know, the two substances can come in contact with each other by accident, but they can, right? It just gets pretty messy with that, you know. That said, maybe I'm just doing something wrong and I'm not getting it right, and you know, I haven't found the wonder of BDZ as much as other people have. But I don't deny that it's an effective substance. I just find 2.5 to be much easier for me to use, and I found it effective too. Like, as in, I think the stab sounds fine for a decent amount of time, and yeah. BDZ can be messy, no getting around that. Yeah, that's what I don't like about it. So, yuppers. 2.5 does the job perfectly fine, though. Yeah, that's how I feel about it. That's how I feel about it. But that said, if, like, you know, if a client comes to me and says, hey man, I know that you do work with 2.5, but would you mind using BDZ? I do have BDZ handy to use if they're requesting it, or like if they send BDZ and say like, hey man, I would like you to use this instead, because that's what I personally prefer on my stabs. I'll be like, yeah, sure, no problem. No problem at all. This switch has a slightly bent pin. I think these switches were taken off a hot swap board. So all these switches are bent at the very tip, which reminds me of a hot swap socket bend. So I'm pretty sure these must have been taken out of a hot swap board. I've had the same tube of dielectric grease for like 2-3 years and don't feel the need to use anything else. Oh, I mean, hey. Whatever floats your boat, you feel? If it works for you, don't let other people tell you otherwise. Seriously, I mean, it's for your own keyboards anyway. Who cares? It's not like it's not effective because people have used it for years, you know? Is platelets more difficult to solder in the sense that they can sit crooked? Depends on whether, so you know how there's PCB, the PCB mount pegs, so you must have those on any platelets builds. But let's say the PCB has holes that are a bit loose on those PCB mount pegs. If that's the case, then yes, it could complicate things, but oftentimes it's not too bad. Oh, Diego, you didn't determine the outcome. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry, I get distracted. I am not a pro streamer, okay? I'm not too good at this streaming thing. Choose outcome. I will not use foam. Alright, complete prediction. Complete. Thanks, Nachos. Do folks dip wires directly into dielectric grease tubes? Is that a thing you can do? Yes, people do. People have done that a lot. Like, people just kind of dip it right into the tube of dielectric grease because it just covers it nicely. Yeah, no, people do it all the time. All the time. So people actually just prefer that method overall instead of using a brush because it just takes time. You just apply enough dielectric grease by dipping right into the tube. That seems easier than brushing, for sure. I wonder if the hot swap version of this also has all the meme cuts. Based on what I can see, it probably does. It probably does. I think the hot swap sockets actually fit on the available surface area of the PCB, so I think they probably do. But I actually don't know. Maybe not. Someone can prove me wrong, because I have not taken a look at it. But it could fit. I think the footprint of hot swap sockets could fit on this right now, as it is. Yeah, it does. There we go. Thank you for confirming. W1AT will be my first playlist. Maybe I'll have you build it. Oh, it will be an honor. But again, yeah, we can talk when the time comes. Of course, you know. It's up to you. He has a good rating on Yelp, so solid choice. Thanks. Thanks, Yelp. You're such a useful app. God, imagine if there was actually something like that, though, like a Yelp for like builders and stuff. Oh my god, I can't imagine like some people being super toxic. Like the 1-star ratings that like just go balls to the walls with, you know, commenting about their not favorite person. Whoo, baby. I can't even imagine how it would be for some specific people. That like not because they like have enemies, but more specifically because people just tend to comment more about like certain people. It's just, I feel like there would be a lot of insufferable folks out there, and that would be very unpleasant to look at. No thanks, like huge no thanks. Oh, Alex, you're up so late. Thank you so much for the resub, buddy. How are you? Just Just imagine if Rama had a Yelp page. Oh dear. Yeah, anything that has like review focused stuff. Oh my. I really feel like it would literally turn into keyboard warriors, and it would turn very ugly, and that would not be my preference. That would not be my preference. Whole gang is here? Yeah, literal keyboard warriors. Yeah, that would be ugly. I would not like that. Please. I would not endorse it. Just making me feel extremely nervous. What are we talking about? Oh, we're talking about what if there was like a Yelp for keyboard builders or like service providers, for example. Zenith, gorgeous, perhaps a little golden for my liking. Well, it literally is in the name, Oro, so I guess it fits the name. Need to sharpen my blade for the next battle. Alright, let's get our soldering iron hot now. Wait, where is it? Oh, here. I patiently await my Fuji 65. I remember when people were talking about that board. I mean, I didn't get to check it out, but I've heard good things about it, and people were pretty excited about that board. Oh, I really wonder what this is gonna be like. So curious. It's the first time I'm building a board with such crazy cutouts. I'm gonna turn on the RTX voice and also the fan here. I'm waiting for my Zenith too, though. I have not gotten tracking, however. But I do await my own Zenith as well. Those trays remind me of handwire builds? They do? Huh. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Do they? Time to head to bed. Hope the client build goes well. Good night, everyone. Good night, Quackers. Thank you so much for the raid earlier, and I hope you have a great night. Thank you so much for contributing to the discussion earlier, and it was really fun. Take it easy. Kinda like they gather per row, then connect to the rest. Oh, yeah. Like an organized hand wire build, you mean? Because I've seen some hand wire builds that are not very good to look at. I mean, it's kind of like PC builds, right? It's like a nicely organized cable management process going on versus just put it wherever it fits. Yeah. Ooh, first shots. Oh, I need to look at that, but I'm gonna do this first. 2 AM, I'm going to sleep as well. Have a great night. Yes, indeed. It's very late for East Coast folks. Thank you so much for sticking around. Have a great night. I hope you have a good day tomorrow. I have no idea what keycaps I would put on that other than black on white. On navy, on this blue, a lot. There's beige. I could put GMK denim or something like that. Like Godspeed could look good. The Columbia one. There's like neutral sets, black and white, gray or beige, white and black. Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot of different options, I think. Oh, you're talking about the Oro. Never mind. Sorry. For the golden one, I'm not sure. I guess yeah, something of a warm tone would be nice. Beige, that kind of stuff. So yeah, got it. Got it. Cafe would look nice. Boneyard. Oh, Boneyard. I mean, it is a neutral colorway, but what I like about Boneyard is the ivory color of the legends. It's subtle, but you can see it. In particular, you can see it in pictures. In well-lit photos, you can see like how the legends are not really white. They're more like a nice ivory tone. Oh, they're gorgeous. I love Boneyard. Maybe Jimky Noir. Jimky Noir would look fantastic on Oro, I think. Once it ships. Very subtle colorway. At least for the little like the ogre sort of tone that it has. Probably fit that case. Are those the Akko SpongeBob keycaps on your macro pad? No, I believe not. These are, I think, Geekeys made. These were made back in the day when there was Geekeys buys on Geekhack a long time ago. Years ago. But yeah, they're pretty old. They're OEM profile. But no, they're not Akko SpongeBob keycaps, I guess. Just order Boneyard today because of those legends? Yeah, I think you'll like it. I think it's a fantastic set. I like it a lot. Big fan of Boneyard. Did Akko also rip off those caps? Who knows? I don't know. Anyway, shall we talk about sponsors of the channel? Even though it's pretty late. But it is the end of the month, so I do want to remind you about current possible purchases that you can make through sponsors. Question is Boneyard or Nines? For me, Boneyard, hands down. But anyway, exclamation sponsors to get all the affiliate links to the sponsors of the channel. You can check out canonkeys.com. Today they actually did a restock earlier today for the Rect 1800 keyboard. One of the Brutalist design keyboards in the 1800 layout. Available in multiple different colors. They also, earlier this week, they did a Bakeneko restock. I'm not sure if any are available at the moment. But they did that. But for key sets, we currently have GMK Rudy Round 2. Speaking of golden colors, Rudy has a golden accent for the enter, for example. So Rudy could look interesting on a case like that, actually. On the Oro Zenith, for example. But there's also GMK Soya Milk available through Canon Keys through the end of the month. And there will be new sets coming up on Canon Keys soon. There's this nice one that's kind of like burgundy-ish color and like has this sort of soft pink legends. I forget what it was called. But there's a few new sets coming soon, but once they're up, I'll talk about them. Oh. Smooth transition, thank you. Quick question, if my brush is new and the tip of it is hard, should I break it with my own hands or use water to help break it down? I would say, why not try using water first? I don't think it'll hurt. Also, why is it hard in the first place is the question. It's like, is it paint? Is it something else? Like, is there a substance stuck to it that dried up there? If the water will dissolve it, like get rid of it, you should just try to wash it with some water and maybe mild soap. And I just received some Milmax PCB for my tofu. I'm struggling to insert the switch. Is it meant to be an easy fit? It should be relatively easy, but you should always ensure, Roam artifact, that your switch pins are perfectly straight and going into the Milmax socket. So, I highly suggest, you know, if you just have the PCB, like no plate on it right now, like if you have no switches on it right now at all, and you can just try testing that out so that you can see that how it's supposed to fit into the socket, you should try it. But one thing that is possible is that you may have maybe a few sockets whose basically that got filled up with solder as they were being installed onto the PCB. That is a possibility. Like sometimes installation doesn't go well and solder can accidentally leak into the socket itself, which can cause, well, blockage. So you can inspect your socket, your Milmax socket, for that as well, just in case. But that said, they should go in nicely, relatively easily. Like you can maybe try wiggling a little bit as you're trying to like press it in. But overall, however, I would say that they should fit into the socket, like, you know, without issues, without big issues. So yeah, try, you know, checking some of that, like some of the things I just mentioned earlier. Like maybe the socket is filled with solder by accident in installation, or maybe it's a problem of your switch pins not being perfectly straight. Doesn't fit easy and don't want to apply pressure, so that's why just, I think, yeah, testing it with at least one switch, and once you get one right, I think the other ones will make more sense. Try to file the pins down a bit. I have not done that myself, but if it's a suggestion that has worked for people. Anyway, I'll continue on the sponsor segment briefly. So I said Kanekys, Rudy, and Soya Milk up till the end of the month. Next we have Kinetic Labs. kineticlabs.store/lightning for you to check out the store. They have a variety of desk mats, switches, Harrow, Polycaps, Keycaps, so key sets that are affordable and have good compatibility in multiple different colorways. They also have a variety of lubricants like the Carbon GS1 and GS2, among other products that you should check out. So kineticlabs.store/lightning for you to check that out. I haven't tried any switches I've had issues with on Milmaxes, so yeah, it's possible that the Milmax itself, like the socket itself, has something like a blockage issue or something like that. So I would inspect them a little closely before maybe trying to put a switch in by force. Anyway, next we have Novelkeys. Check out novelkeys.com, and you can use the promo code BOLT to get a 5% discount on any in-stock item. It does not apply to any pre-orders or group buy items, but any pre-order, any in-stock item, you can get 5% off, including the vinyl Gateron toy, for example. Currently there are in-stock sets, like the Galactic Empire set. There's also the Seigaiha Alice layouts, basically, you know, ergo layout. Through-hole kit by Yankar. The Seigaiha keyboard kit is also available. There's the Big Switch. There's, I believe there might be some extra D1065 still available, and Jinki Bushido. So you can check the Novelkeys website to see what is available, and you can get 5% off any in-stock item. So give it a try if you do see something in stock that is appealing to you. Alright, next up. Alright, what's up? Depends on the version of Milmax. CG, hello! What's up, Chris? What's up, CG Buen? How you doing, my man? I'm basically streaming West Coast time today. It's still late, but hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Crazy that Bushido and Boneyard are in stock. I mean, there were quite a few extras. And it's possible that people might just be a bit hype driven. Perhaps they might be like, oh, it's still in stock? Not hype enough for me to flip it. Haha, not gonna buy it. Who knows? No one knows. No one knows. I wanted that champagne pink. Oh, like the one I built? The Cerakote one? Oh, that was pretty cool color. IMO. Alright. Next up we have Omnitype. Check out Omnitype. I believe the GMK DMG round 3 just ended. So right now on Omnitype you can find GMK Classicer as the set of choice for group buys, and well, you can also find other in-stock items on Omnitype, such as keyboard bags, 8008 ink switches, and other like keycap containers and other accessories that might be useful to you. So check out omnitype.com/lighting. Next, we have Prime Keyboards, where I currently source a lot of my stabilizers from. I get Durock V2 stabilizers from them. They have the smoky black version, and they stock the alpaca version every so often. They also actually just put a new Prime E acrylic case over on the store as well. But you can also check out the Meridian Round 2. There are some Meridian Round 2 units available still for purchase. There are also Milmax sockets. Speaking of Milmax sockets, there are some of the relatively low profile ones. They don't stick out much, and they're pretty nice. They're just as effective as any of the older ones. But there are also Milmax sockets available through Prime KB. You can also find switches and other accessories for your switch modding purposes, cherry stabilizers and whatnot, on primekb.com/lightning. Kinda nice I was able to get Boneyard plus child kits for less than extra price on the aftermarket. Nice! Pretty good. Pretty good stuff. Expect to see a ton of Moto 2? Yeah. Moto 2 also probably gonna have a lot of extras, that's true. Alright, next we have Project Keyboard. I don't think Project Keyboard currently has any group buys, if I recall. Let's just double check. Project Keyboard, I don't think any group buys are right now available. You can probably find some pre-order sets from Project Keyboard at the moment. I'm not sure what's in stock. Let me see. I believe you can pre-order GMK Stealth, Dolchar 5, Noir are available still for pre-order. GMK Sumi is still available for pre-order. And I think that's it. I believe DCS Delftware should be shipping soon from Project. So if you have participated in that group buy from North America, you can check that out. You can keep an eye on tracking soonish once it reaches their warehouse and they ship out. Alright, next we have Salvin. Salvin.com. You can check out the different collaborations that Salvin has with other makers, but you can also check out Salvin's own work. You can find apparel, you can find stabilizers. There's a Calamity Skull Deskpad collaboration with Alex Otos. There's some leftover Auralite linear switches available through Salvin. And unfortunately, the Stabies have sold out, but there hopefully will be future rounds of Stabies being sold through Salvin's store. But if you're in North America, you can also purchase them from Canakeys once they have more production units available, but they currently are unfortunately sold out. How that got cancelled? You mean Delftware? No, it went through. And then lastly, we have Space Cables or spaceholdings.net, where you can currently find GMK White on Black Red Cyrillic, a set that I personally am a big fan of. It's white on black with red Cyrillic legends. Looks really cool, really good. There's also, of course, collaborations for cables. Currently, there's pre-orders available for some. Some might be in stock. There's, of course, Deskpad collaborations. Kaiju Deskpad, Minify Deskpad, a lot of the Alex Otos collaborations. There's a Bruh mat available as well, the Batsy Desk mat, the Favorite Things Deskpad. There's a lot of cool Deskpads available through Space Cables. But I will tell you a little bit about GMK WAP Red Cyrillic. Some cool things about the GMK WAP Red Cyrillic set is $130. It includes smaller spacebars in base with the extra B. It includes ISO support. It includes, of course, 7U and 6.25U and all that, you know, typical layout support, 1800, you know, all that. And it has row 5. Row 5. Row 5 in base. Row 5. PogChamp. Row 5 is the best. Every set should have row 5. I think. R5, very nice. I love R5. GMK ASCII, also R5. WAP Red Cyrillic, R5. Your favorite CRP set? You should have gotten the R5 kit. Hopefully. Chat keep telling me I'm sending messages too quickly. Well, I mean, you are typing like one word at a time, my friend. And also you can purchase, well, a matching cable and an icon mod kit if you have white and black and you want icon mods instead. But anyway, that's about it. Enough talk about WAP Red Cyrillic, but very fantastic set. If you're considering purchasing WAP Red Cyrillic, please consider using my affiliate link. Also, Gerald Juby, hello! How are you doing, my friend? Also, icon for only $26? $26. Very, very... very nice price, actually, for the icon mod kit. I'm in love with that set. I love that set. Is it trending to hit MOQ? I'm pretty sure WAP Red Cyrillic should go through, I think. If it doesn't, I'll be very disappointed. Alright, time to test this. So I'm just gonna get, oh. Got them CRPR5, should've got more though. Never enough, Beige, my friend. GMK 9009 R5, that's correct. Well, starting only from the round 3 of GMK 9009. The previous rounds of GMK 9009 did not have row 5. Guys, we haven't talked about one of the great sets that will be shipping so soon. Hopefully it does ship by January. GMK Dolce R5. Row 5. PogChamp. Okay, I'm obviously just being obnoxious at this point, so I'll stop. Alright, let's test this. I don't have a... oh, that's right. Where is my... Dolce over Moto. People have preferences. Some people like the cooler colors of Moto a lot more, so I understand. I think it's a valid point to make. It's the colors of Dolce can appear pretty warm, so very like kind of brownish alphas almost. Pretty much brown, yeah. It's like very warm gray, so it's pretty much brown. Warm gray is basically brown, yeah. Okay. Fine. Okay, that I see the input there. Does GMK not do triple shot? No, GMK does not do triple shots. Sharing the film in the bottom, be on for assembly. That's what I heard. I unfortunately removed the film, so we'll see how things go. If it shorts, too bad. We'll put something on there. But yes, I heard after the fact that I should have left the film alone. Too bad. Too late. Okay, so I should still put the little gasket socks or whatever on. Looking forward to Dolce hopefully coming soon. Yeah, so the last estimate I got from the vendors about GMK's updates for GMK Dolce R5 was that it should ship in at the end of January. Okay, where are the little gasket socks? Put them. Gasket socks, here they are. 2023 for GMK sets now. Yup. Yuppers. Pretty Monka-esque. But it do be the way it be. It do be the way it be. The fact that you include Hangul with Dolch, my man, I've always wanted Hangul and Dolch. There actually exists a key set that had Hangul and Dolch, like it was basically Hangul Dolch, but it only had like 6.25U compatibility, and it was done in Korea only through this retail store, and it was like it had these like magenta legends on some of the keys, and I was like, man, that looks ugly. But yeah, I'm so glad I did Hangul too, because I've always wanted it. Rumors that GMK production ramping up and sets will be produced faster. True or copium? True that they have more machines and they have the ability to produce faster. The real bottleneck at the time, according to sources or according to what people are saying, is that it's a resin shortage. So it's a supply shortage. So they don't have the material, like they don't have the plastic to actually create keycaps. So that's the issue. The problem especially being that when you make custom colors, for custom colors, you need certain types, like you basically need to mix pigments and resin and all that. So you need to have certain plastic available, but not all suppliers have it. And a lot of their suppliers are also running out. So it's basically all together, it's just a manufacturing bottleneck. So yeah. How please you should run GMK Mint Dolch accent and other accent kits? I mean, GMK Classicer actually has pretty cool accents. Actually, I think I highly suggest ordering GMK Classicer's accent kit. It looks pretty nice. But yeah, it's not the same as Mint Dolch, I guess. Alright. So, before we get this onto the keyboard, let's basically undo this now. Where's my screwdriver? Don't they do Hangul Dolch, Leopold? Yeah, but you don't have all of the compatibility, right? So it's not the same. Hanging for GMK Beige and White on Black Ooh macro add-on kit. I was personally pretty lukewarm on the Ooh add-on kit just because I don't really have a use for it. I might just use artisans on those like macro columns, so but I definitely do like some of them, yeah. Alright, let's remove this. This is just a spacer here. Oh, very cool. It has like a mid. Oh, very neat. I like this. Okay, so that's that. And then, okay, let me know if I'm doing something wrong, okay? So I assume the plate just goes in like here, and then you're supposed to place it on. You're supposed to plate this on. I assume it's basically sandwiched there. Do you have a top 3 favorite sets? Okay, White on Black and Beige are cheating. And Dolch. I think White on Black, Beige, and Dolch are sort of like cheating because they're like neutral, they all like go with everything, all that. So excluding those, some favorites of mine are... Let me think. Some of my favorites are GMK Honeywell. I love GMK Honeywell. I really like GMK Hyperfuse Round 2. And the third one, I'm kind of very torn. I really like Burgundy. I really like Carbon. I really like Taro. So I'm pretty torn, yeah. think those are pretty good too. Pingsu is also really good. Pingsu. Yeah. Metaverse? I'm actually not a huge fan of Metaverse. People are big fans of Metaverse, perhaps because of the Persona 5, like Persona connection, but I'm personally whatever about Persona, so it's like meh. Yeah. It's just a white and black set for me. Metaverse. Alright. Ooh, flexy goodness. Okay. So, alright, moment of truth, my friends. No foam. No mid piece. I mean, no bottom plasticky thing. Let's hope we don't kill this, but it shouldn't be too bad in it should be okay in normal typing is what I heard. As long as you're not just pressing it on purpose just to hit the bottom. That's silly. We're not doing that. Really apologies for the fingerprints. Alright, screws, here they are. Analog Dreams. Yes, P-weight sets are fantastic as well. I do agree. P-weight design sets. Analog Dreams, Taro, all very good. I'm also in the group buy for GMK Tai T. I think it's a very underrated set that I think is gonna be a very interesting set. No GMK Darling. I like GMK Darling's colors. I did not buy GMK Darling for many reasons. Big reason is I don't like all icon bottom row mods. They look super ugly in my opinion. The nav cluster icon mods, ugly AF. I hate them. Absolutely hate them. Also there was centered mods on shift. There was a lot of things about GMK Darling that, the pink and red aside, I did not like. Yep. Perestroika and Dracula recent talks, they indeed are very good also. Yeah. Waves, Metropolis, those are good sets, yeah. Love the navy color, I was able to get a green. Oh, congrats. 14811. Any recommendations for aluminum cases under 100 except tofu? I actually am not sure. Under 100 is pretty low. So, what's under 100 that's not a tofu? 100 is a pretty strict budget for custom keyboards. For custom mechanicals. Probably clean this off later with like alcohol or something. Alright, I'm actually gonna go wash my hands. My hands feel very greasy. So I'm gonna wash my hands really quick. In the meantime, feel free to suggest some key sets. Freebird 60. Oh, I see. Those are recent options that I'm not very familiar with. But Bakenik was a good option too, yeah. Red Devil's so slept on. Red Devil's is nice. But I didn't like the centered mods on the shifts, and I would have loved for it to be shift plus, I mean, icon plus text, but Mr. what's his name? Fredington? Was it Fredington who designed Red Devils? Yeah. Did not choose those, so whatever. Anyway, I'm gonna go wash my hands really quick. You can take a look at some sets that I have here. Let me put them here. Let's see. So the sets that have an asterisk on them here like a star on them are already on keyboards. So if you're making me take it off, it's a bit of work, but I can do it. That's it. Just keep that in mind. So that's one of them. And hold up. Hold on. Give me 1 sec. Beige? Oh, okay. Beige it is. What beige do you want? I have a variety of beige options. I'll tell you what beige options we have. Okay, just listen. Look, okay, let me see what beige options I have. I have many beige options. Many a beige. Okay, let's see. Have 2551? I do have 2551. Yes, I do have 2551. Let's see. So beige options. I have 9009 Hangul beige, of course. I have. Hold up. Give me 1 second. I have. Okay, CRP. Here's CRP. CRP. I have Cyrillic Knights. 2551. Desco Black. Tulip. Peacock. German Cyrillic. I also have Modern Jaw. That's beige. Or no, Modern Jaw. Simple Jaw, rather. And then I have OG Desco. I have French dye subs. German dye subs. And other random stuff, I guess. Do you have CRP with blue subs? Yeah, so that would be Peacock or 2551. Oh, Hebrew Blue. Oh, Hebrew Blue also, yeah. I do have Hebrew Blue as... Wait, do I? Where's Hebrew Blue? I think I do have Hebrew Blue. Yeah, I do have Hebrew Blue. Yeah, I should have Hebrew Blue as well. Well, I'm giving the right to... Oh, I have Arabic too. Yes, I do have Arabic as well. That's the one brother man's Hebrew Blue. Okay, Hebrew Blue it is then. Hebrew Blue it is. All right, BRB. How do you store all your sets? If I don't have like a original GMK tray, so like if I don't have a GMK tray like this one, I have a lot of my sets in bags, pretty much Ziploc bags. That's the other way. Just Ziploc bags, yeah. What other way is there? Ziploc bags and put them in a box. Pretty much. Anyway, BRB. BRB. Oh, maybe this is the time for an... Oh, maybe this is the time for an ad. I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. Super blue, my friends. This nice blue reminds me of your blue, TBA? You mean like my logo, for example? Yeah, I guess so. The tiger just moved? I need to stay still. There's a tiger behind me. Owlab X Lightning collab when? And call it what? Mr. Lightning? Mr. Zappy, man. It would be interesting to see a collab for sure, like in keyboards specifically. Well, I have to say I have had the very honor to be featured as a colorway. Like people have, you know. Would it just be an Owlab HHKB? Huh, that would be interesting. What layout would it be? I would say, yeah, 60% would be pretty cool. Or a TKL for sure, but 60% also very nice. I like 60% quite a lot. I actually use 60%, probably more in general. Is it me or is the H crooked as fuck? This H, yeah, it's pretty crooked. Round 1 CRP was a little funky. Round 1 CRP ate a sandwich. Does that help? You should know exactly what I mean by that. Round 1 CRP ate a sandwich. The R as well, it just be that way. It's just the way it is for R1 CRP, guys. Like, there's literally nothing I can do about it. It's just the way R1 CRP was. It just had its few crooked keycaps, and you either... yeah, you just had to deal with it. That's it. No other choice here. BSP so good, am I right? But BSP compatibility sucked. No PBT, there would be no PBT, no PBT spacebars on BSP. So, can't say I'm a big fan of that either. So, yeah. Was R1 not using BSP blanks? No. No. It was because BSP said we're not doing keycaps anymore. Like, we're not doing these blank... Oh, shoot. Wrong profile. We're not doing these blank keycaps anymore. That Hammer decided to make their own, and that was called CRP. It was initially called Hammerworks BSP Round 4 because it was supposed to be the 4th round of doing BSP blank die subs. But they basically got told to... They basically got told to fuck themselves and go suck on a tree. And... yeah, so they ended up making their own and made CRP. Made their own keycaps, made their own PVT keycaps, and they're like, we're gonna do our own cherry profile keycaps. PVT. All PVT. And that's CRP stands for Classic Reissue Profile. Classic Reissue Profile. You can make keyboard history videos. I feel like at some point people might get bored of it. Eventually. Actually, no. Y'all fucking nerds. Y'all probably would be fine with it. But that said, I could, but it's quite a lot of work. I do like building more than lecturing to people. So, yeah, I'm good. I think I'll pass. I'm in school enough to know what lecturing is like, and I'm good. I'm good, TBH. Or have a podcast? Well, you wanna organize a podcast yourself and just invite me? Because fuck organizing it myself. I'm not gonna do that. That's too much work. Come on, like, look, this is not my full-time job. Okay, I'm not gonna do it when I'm not getting paid like it's a full-time job. Okay, it's that simple. Grad school is too much research already? Yeah, it's a lot already. It's more than I need to worry about. More than I need to worry about. If you could have one keyboard and as many keycap sets as you want, or one keycap set and as many boards as you like, which would you choose? Oh, easy. More keyboards, less keycap sets. Easy. Easy answer. More keyboards, less keycap sets. Correct. Truman Omar knows. Just get a neutral set like beige or white on black. Beige or white on black. And then get all the keyboards you want. Beige or white on black and get all the keyboards you want. Does the keycap set get shiny? Embrace the shine. Hell yeah. Actually, good that it's getting shiny. R3 CRP was pretty straight, I think. Yes, it was. Pretty good. I mean, pretty sure, like, R2, starting from R2, keycaps were pretty good. But I would say, like, definitely got much better in R2.2 and then onward. Alright, let's see. Let's put some artisanal keycap. Artisanal keycap. What am I feeling today? Ah! Perfect! F13. Do I want to feature a maker that I haven't? I'm kind of feeling like... Actually... Oh... Also, Peaches! Oh, just woke up in time for the best part. Yes, indeed. You woke up just in time. Lucette, please? Why do you want the lucette so badly when it doesn't look good on it? The colorway is not... this is like for hyperfuse, buddy. This is for hyperfuse. This is not for beige. I want lucette. You're so wrong, but it's I'll just do it because I'm being nice today. Huh? What? What happened? Do you eat a sandwich again? You're being nice for once? Ah, it's okay. Next time I can just tell you to kindly go have fun with yourself. Up here, maybe not too close. I think that should be good. Okay, can you guys hear me? Good. Annual leaves are bad. Oh, you've been busy, Peaches. Anyway, hello. Let's see. Are all the foams included? No foams today. We're gonna type on it with 0 foams. How about that? I sold my cake to someone local for the to try for frog for months on end. Nice. Let's see. Not even pee. Not even pee. Nothing. Zilch. No foam. Look. Tonight, my friends, we're gonna prove people wrong. Just kidding, we're not proving anyone wrong. Actually, if people want foam, that's fine. But there's the foam. There's another foam. There is another foam. And I even took out the plastic thing and people were like, your thing is gonna short. So hopefully it doesn't. I hope it doesn't. I hope it doesn't. I hope it does not short. But yeah, no foam. No foam. So I'll just place it here as proof that we have no foam on it. Hold up. I'll actually line them up nicely. So there's proof that there is no plastic cover. There is no PE foam. There is no, or actually no, there's an order. No case foam. No PE foam. And no plate foam. It's not showing up. There. All right. Moment of truth, my friends. You see them blockers? Gotta love me some Win keyless blockers. This is a Win key Mr. Suit, but it came out like this. So it grew teeth. It grew out teeth. And we have a Win key Mr. Suit with no foam and Gateron Ink switches on a palm full plate. It has the gasket socks, the little gasket thingies that go on the edges of each of the tabs of the plate. But other than that, there's nothing inserted on the inside. We have Gateron Inks Lube with, I think, 205. We have the Owlab stabilizers with 205 as well, and we have CRP round 1 Hebrew blue and 2 artisan keycaps. All right, let's give it a shot, guys. I'm not sure what to expect, so moment of truth, I suppose. All right, let's see, we're all good. All right. That table wobble, sorry about that. Is the foam inside? There's 0 foam inside. It sounds hella muted. Maybe it's the switches are pretty heavily looped, perhaps, but it does sound muted. I have to say it is very, very bouncy. It actually reminds me a lot of. It's almost like plateless, but slightly stiffer because of all that bouncing going on. Short? No shorts. At least not as far as, like, if there's any mistakes, that those are my typos. So plateless with a plate. Yeah, but like not too much stiffness in addition to, sort of. I mean, it's a way to compare it, but what I'm trying to say is it's pretty bouncy. But let's give it a shot one more time. Let's try to type on this one more time. Kind of curious now. All right, I'm gonna take these off now. Okay. I actually like it. It's really bouncy. It's just the feel. It feels really nice, personally. I like it a lot. How it like I kind of it's just an enjoyable type of bounce for me. I like bouncy keyboards like this. You can feel the vibrations kind of coming back to your fingers, and I like it. At least so far that I've typed on this, it actually feels pretty nice. But yeah, I have to say I think I'm a fan of how this, like, you can kind of see the actually, like, look, let me try to not wobble the table or anything, but like you can kind of see the rest of the keys around here kind of move a bit. you can see the whole plate sort of move, right? And mind you, I'm looking at the input. It's not shorting. Maybe it'll short in some specific places. Let's see if it shorts. Nope, that didn't short. Nope, that didn't short. Pressing pretty hard here, and it's not really shorting several keys at once. You want to see, guys? You want to see the input yourself? Let me actually show you here. Okay, here's switch hitter. You can see switch hitter on the left here. And actually, let me move the window slightly. Let's see. Maybe I'll just make it smaller. So there it is. And yeah, it doesn't seem to be shorting. I can definitely see your table rocking. I mean, you can see that, yeah, it's the camera that's kind of doing that. It's because the camera is on. It's connected to a cable that's probably touching the table. But yeah, there's quite a bit of flex, but you can see there's no shorting. Okay, there. We have one short right there. But I'm pressing pretty hard for that to happen. So in no realistic typing, this will short. Like there was a one short there too, that one short there, right? But in no realistic typing, this will short and cause issues, right? So yeah, pretty cool. So I think even without the plastic piece, I don't think I would be too concerned over shorts. So yeah. So yeah. So let's listen to the modifiers, I guess. The sound of this board is why I don't care for a huge amount of flex cuts. Not the worst though. Yeah, I personally think I actually do like it with like kind of like the way it is right now. I actually do like this muted sound it has and the very bouncy feel. But I'm sure that people might be biased towards, you know, the default configuration, which is with all the foam and all that stuff, because it's kind of like the way it was marketed. Yeah. But yeah, anyway, here are the mods and the rest of the keys, really. Oops. It definitely has a very muted sound. I like the spacebar sound quite a bit. And if you kind of tap it many times here, like you can feel it kind of like rattle a little, but I think it's probably just because it has a lot of space here. Like you can feel that plate, I guess, move around. But yeah. No, it's actually I like it. I like the way it is right now. It's like I probably would use it the way it is right now, like without any of the foam. Yeah, it's actually pretty nice without it. Y'all gotta note that he's using ink on the palm plate. Yeah, for sure. I mean, like I'll say that because these inks are lubed with, like, you know, 2.5, and also it's a palm plate. Like the palm plate definitely, you know, might contribute to that sound, like being muted for sure. But I'm just saying, like, as far as the typing feel is concerned, at least, I like it. It has a lot of this bouncy sort of feeling to it. I like it. I'm kind of a fan of this. I think it's like it kind of reminds me a lot of my. People are gonna be like, Lightning said it, but I mean, it kind of reminds me a lot of my half-played polycarb JNV too. Which is pretty bouncy because it's a half plate in the first place. But this is pretty nice. It's not the same kind of bounce because this is kind of like it's an everywhere on the PCB, and it's also like being mounted here by the tabs and whatnot. But it's very bouncy and very flexible experience, I think. Impactantes declaraciones. Mr. Suit for 5K, let's go. Easy clap. Alright guys, client, I'm so sorry, but I'm gonna sell this now. You done fooked. Too bad, buddy. Good luck. Have fun. Anyway. Sorry about the camera, I just shake your eyes, probably because I'm leaning on the table a lot and whatnot. PC is probably doing work too. Yeah, PCB is probably doing the most work here, I would argue. I would argue this because the PCB has all those cuts. Each of the keystrokes is pretty isolated from the others because it's like there's these keys basically, they're cut basically 3 out of the 4 faces around each of the keys. So that probably just escapes in vibrations. But yeah. Pretty nice board the way it's currently built, at least. I feel I definitely would be interested to try just the regular Mr. Suit with all the, you know, all the shebang with all the foam and all that and compare. That would be kind of interesting for sure. But I would say I currently like it how it is. Yeah. Again, personal taste. You might not like it because it sounds muted or whatever, but that's kind of like what I'm currently thinking. Yeah. So. You know, but yeah, it's pretty nice. Sorry about the shaking. I have to apologize for that. All right. I guess let's show it off for a bit. So again, none of these guys installed. Turned out pretty nice. I think. Nonetheless. I hope that the client likes this feel. Hopefully it's not a deal breaker for them that it's the way it is. They did request it this way, so we're gonna try it out. I mean, they're going to try it out and hopefully they'll like it. But this is where we're at. All right, so here is the board up close. Throw it off, and let's get that autofocus off. Might come back for a rebuild. Maybe. Maybe they won't like it, they might want to rebuild. But yeah, this is the Mr. Suit in a very gorgeous dark blue color. Big fan of this color. Big fan of this particular tone of blue. Looks fantastic with the Hebrew alphas here, with the blue Hebrew alphas. Looks really nice. With beige here. Very lovely. Here's the side. Actually, let me show the other side instead. Here is the side. Here is our... What's that? Is that dust? Okay. So here's our side profile. You can see has an intentional seam with a polished mid piece there that shows up. I personally do like how the line here looks with the little gap. It's intentional seams can look very attractive. I do like this. There it is, row 5, bottom row for our beige set here. Cherry profile from R1 to R5. And it's a little dirty now. And here's our back. Anno matching looks good. Yes, I would agree with that. I would agree. Very nice back with the weights polished, of course. Very nice looking USB port. I do like the USB port is very kind of like slightly recessed into the case, which makes it so that the cable won't stick out, right? So even if you use a cable that has a bit of a long connector, it won't stick out because it's a little bit inwards. And here we have the bottom. We have the bottom Mr. Suit that I also can feel like it reads like Scrit. But yeah, there it is. The bottom still has the plastic on it. Smile to the key booty. Anyway, yeah, very nice blue skirt. I actually do like these brown bump-ons. These round flat bump-ons, kind of like MacBook bump-ons, are pretty cool. I like these actually. Kind of similar to the Matrix ones, I guess. I do like them. But yeah, brown bump-ons. Yeah, they're oh no, they're black. They're black. They're black. Did it look brown? It's black. Yeah. So yeah, Mr. Suit and nice blue. I like it. I like it. I think if I had to nitpick, I wish it was not F13. Personally, I think I would have liked F12 on this. But F13 looks good too. Pretty much the rest of the design, very attractive design, I think. Very specific, like the triangular shapes, all that, very intentional, very nice. The side profile is pretty standard, but also looks very good. I would personally, I don't care about the polish weight personally. Like the polish weight is nice, but not a necessity for me, so I personally don't care too much for it. I think even a blasted weight would look pretty good on this. Actually, blasted outside, polish mid. That would look cool. Something like that. So for a difference in texture, for example. But yeah. Nice keyboard. I think Owlab did a great job with this board. Oh, and one thing, if the client ever watches this later, when keyless, blockers, be glad you got the blockers because it looks so good with them. It's like, the more of this blue this case has, the better, because this blue is gorgeous. Really good. Really, really good blue. Big fan of the anodizing on this right now. Kind of makes me wish my Jane was a more even toned blue like this one, but my Jane is actually kind of more like maybe Beast Dog Blue, where anodizing is not a particular forte of TGR keyboards, but you know. I think most TGRs, Jane V2s at least, are pretty two-tony. Yeah, even the gray ones. But this looks nice. This looks really good. I really like it. It's almost to the point where I'm tempted to get one for myself, but I would have preferred F12 and small details, and I'm trying not to spend money, so I'm happy that I at least got to build one. I'm very, very happy that I at least got to build this one. Wish order from Cordy so they could give me a win keyless instead of win key. So you're changing your mind now? Anyway, yeah, win keyless on this looks really good. And yeah, win keyless on F13. Yeah, the symmetry really helps it here. Really helps it here. Actually, you know, I wouldn't mind a board without this portion right here. Like a 60% win keyless with F row. Like that, just like that. Just like this. Pretty much just this. Just this. Pretty nice. Like a 75% sort of, but without the arrows actually. Without the arrows. I like it. That was Baka 70. Yeah, but I don't like the bezels on the Baka 70. How about these bezels? Why can't someone make nice bezels like this? Nice top and bottom slightly thicker than the side. Oh, actually this one. Oh, the top is slightly thicker than the bottom. Oh, I wish it was even. Even top bottom bezels. Thicker than the side bezels. F13. No nav cluster, no arrow keys. Woo! That would have been nice. Even bezels, asymmetrical top bottom, left right. I think the thicker top bezel looks good on a larger board. I think kind of looks or like on a longer keyboard. I really think this thicker top bezel kind of stands out a little more. It makes it look really good. But I think on a smaller layout, I feel like this bezel will actually stick out a lot, maybe too much, that won't look that good at a glance. But that's just me. I'm just throwing out thoughts at 3 AM. So yeah. All right. Oh, yes, I'm talking about the 70%, yes. So anyway, that's all that I have for tonight. I know there are a few requests for things. I unfortunately don't know if Mr. or Miss I like to you, I think the person who wasn't talking Korean earlier is still here. But if they are, you know, I'm sorry I didn't get to compare with the F18X. I apologize, but if you're here, I'll still do it. I'll just mock type the thermal. Like I'll just mock type on this. A little higher. Alright, so actually let me get something random up. That would help me. Here. Alright, here. Okay. Anyway. Well, it takes a little bit. But yeah. Is Wilbert a weeb? You mean Wilbur? I know that he has watched anime probably, but I don't know. Is he a weeb? I don't think so. I mean, probably not like me at least. No, he is not. Oh, you mean Rama? Okay, never mind. I'm using thermal too. I love thermal. Very lit. Very lit. Anyway, here's the thermal. That's all. Cool. Not focusing. There you go. Thermal. Very nice board. I really like this light, gray anodized board with these nice grills. I love this look. It's very nice, very cool. Seeing it in person made it even better. But yeah, big fan. Big fan, Mr. Welba. And yeah, well, that's all I have for tonight, friends. Shall we see if we can rate somebody, if anybody's even awake at this hour? Goddamn hour. Maybe we have some international people. Let's see. Suit compared to F1. Oh. Do you really want to know? Where's my F1? FC. Oh, I don't. Not a frequent occasion that I actually get to rate Mr. Epsilon keyboards. So this is a prime time to rate Mr. Epsilon. Big fan of Mr. Epsi. Let's go say hi to him. Mr. Epsi. Epsilon keyboards. Let's go rate him. Again, I must retire for the night. It's pretty late. But thank you for coming by on a late Wednesday night, Thursday morning, Thursday day, I don't know. But thank you so much for coming. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Please do consider checking out my socials. And if you're checking out any videos of mine, build streams, typing tests, whatever it might be, you know, I appreciate all of you, and you know, hit the like button, subscribe, comment. You know, I like to see you guys engaged in the things I do, and I hope to be able to bring more content for you guys. Next time, we will probably do. I'm too tired for a raid message, so let's just go say hi to Epsi, and you guys can say whatever way you want. But next time, I might build the. Actually, hold up. Next time, shoot! I'm running out of time. Crap. Oh, I think the next time we'll do the Type 65 from Axiom Studio, over from, I think they're in Singapore. But yeah, from them. But yeah, anyway, I'll see you guys on the next one. Take it easy and have a great night. Malaysia. Alright, bye.